Well, now here's a treat.
Mm.
Uh, last year, yes, last year you thought we had exhausted the hopping vampire theme, but I was going to say it's the tip of the iceberg, but that's not right. It's actually like half the iceberg.
Yeah.
But still, a lot of iceberg left.
Maybe a third, I was thinking, actually.
Well, it's exactly the same amount of films. In fact, it might even be more this time. But the tip is narrower. So
Well, it needs to be. Hang on, wait, stop.
Yeah.
It needs to be 31 films. Yeah, but I see what you mean. We need to exclude the cut and paste original ones, don't we?
Yeah, but we're still going to be doing like 35 or something discovering ones. Plus, I think we're a bit better at identifying ones that are actually hopping vampire films this time.
Yes.
We had a bit more hopping vampires last time.
Yes. And we do have
and we've advanced in years cinematically as well. Yes. So
we have a brace of mopping up to do as well later on.
Yeah, that's what I mean. So all told,
we missed from earlier.
Who would have thought when we got the idea, because originally we were like, oh, will we be able to find 31 hopping vampire films? And we're actually going to talk closer to 70. Which is, quite the thing.
Well, I'm thinking we might manage 100, but
by the end,
third year.
Yeah.
Well, you never know. You never know. They might make 30 Mr. Vampire films in mainland China next year,
where everyone wakes up at the end and
well, I don't know. I mean, I'm just saying, if there's 20 we don't do, then surely we can find 11 ghost stories to do.
And if we can't find them, we'll make them.
That's it. That's the one. Just like what's his face, who was in Edge of Hell.
Yes. I think of the three of us, Nick should probably be our Lam Ching Ying.
Okay. Yeah.
We're a bit too round. Nick's
I agree. I agree.
Yeah.
I agree. We're much more Chin Su Ho characters.
Yeah. Or even
that's right. Yeah.
Some more adjacent.
Yeah.
Although I will say, I can also give you a bit of this if you need it.
I mean, I'm not looking for Lam Ching Ying, but what I would say is I have got incredibly good eyebrows.
They are.
That's true. If we can put your eyebrows on Nick's.
Yeah, I'll gladly shave them. Envelope and
stick him in an envelope.
Yeah, you get him in about a week.
Self-addressed, stamped envelope.
Yeah,
and you can then Darren's eyebrows.
That's it. And then I can be Mia Goth's understudy for the next Ty West film.
Ooh.
There we are. See?
I'd like.
All right. By the way,
I'd like to understudy that Mia Goth.
Well, I don't know. I think it depends. It depends what hour of the day I look at Mia Goth on the. I'm like kind of.
No. She is. I know what you mean. You have to kind of be in the mood, but there's no doubt that like she is. I actually quite impressed with. I don't like those films that much. I don't get on with Ty West necessarily.
No.
But I think she is actually proper superstar material. Like the camera is very there's something about her.
Yeah, I haven't seen Maxine yet. No, but I saw Pearl and I saw X.
Yeah.
And the Innkeepers. Not that she's in the Innkeepers.
Oh, the Innkeepers are fish.
Yeah, well, I thought it was okay. I thought it was standard. But yeah, I think that I thought X was very overrated.
Yes.
But Pearl I did enjoy. I must admit I did enjoy Pearl.
Right.
Because it wasn't a horror film.
Have you seen what's the title of the Cronenberg one she's in? His son,
Yeah. Can't remember.
That one. Did you see that one?
Yeah, no, I didn't see that one. I know exactly which film.
She's good in that.
Yeah.
Anyway, she's not a big vampire.
Yes.
Yes. So unfortunately, we'll have to turn our attention away from Mia Goth for now. And there we go. lots of people don't know that's Mia Goth's first film. That's her at the RoboCop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Behold.
Yes.
Behold the original poster for Robo Vampire.
Hang on now. Yes. So we're doing another 31 films.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah.
And we should lay the. You forgot that, and we're starting again. We have to. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, and we're doing like these will be spread across 4 shows across the month of month. That's not a month.
Month of Halloween.
That's
Yes.
the one. Yeah.
Month of Samhain.
Yeah. And yeah. So we have the intro up front now for this, and then after that we don't do it anymore. So it'll just be dump. It'll just be yeah. So yeah. So to kick us either way, to kick us off, this might get an extra few films added to the episode, but of this recording and for the first part of this episode at least, we're kicking off into high gear. I think it's safe to say we may even be peaking too early because we are doing well. The one way to explain it is you could say it's the Filmark RoboCop trilogy +1, or you could say it's the Filmark Hopping Vampire Quartet or quadrilogy, except that's not actually a word.
No. Yeah. I think that I think Robo Vampire is a cinematic universe unto itself. Yes. Is what I would say. Even though the RoboCop does look very different.
Yes. Yeah, to be fair, I think this is very much something that has retroactively been dubbed.
Yeah,
series,
but right? I don't like putting the other film in the same universe as.
But that's
no.
But the two goofy like Three Stooges version of the Hopping Vampires appear. Plus, the child vampire appears in the third Robo Vampire film, and then also appears in Vampire Raiders, seemingly playing roughly the same characters.
Yeah.
So there's actually more there may be more connective tissue between Robo Vampire 3 and that.
Well, that's
watching these because the totally insane thing I just realized is I've watched all 4, not all 6, but 4 of these films more times than is possibly sane. But this time round, I preferred the latter 2 just because the first 2 are this time I had time to ruminate on the other ones, and I really got. You say it like a throwaway joke, but actually, there's something. There's a truth. Like there's that saying. Well, not a saying. Sometimes people say after a certain like a heavy film or a confusing, you need a bit of a lie down after that. Well. Oddly enough, I just coincidentally, most of these films I watched just before going to bed this week. So I wasn't the films weren't actually sending me to bed. Let's make that clear. I was going to bed anyway. But I have to say, after each one, I was quite glad to be headed to bed because I was enjoying lying down and just fucking hell, just thinking about all the possible implications of what I just saw. So yeah, these are films that you might need a bit of a lie down after watching, just to soak up all the leftover juice with the bread and butter of your mind.
that sounds like a 1960s California hippie song, isn't it?
Yeah.
The bread and butter of your mind.
Yes.
I can hear it. I can hear a mandolin. I can hear maybe a flute.
Talk of a wizard.
I say, and maybe a voiceover.
Yeah,
maybe mandolin going. That's it.
Yeah.
Was the mandolin
bread and butter?
Was the bread and butter of your mind?
Mine.
So what this film's about is
good luck.
RoboCop.
Yeah,
RoboCop. Right. Yeah. This is the original poster for Robo Vampire.
Yes.
that I was given by a very kind man in the 90s. It's about RoboCop.
Well, it was
Mhm.
Toby, wasn't
It was Toby.
it?
Fighting vampires.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Well,
Um,
we should probably give a little bit more context again as well, because some
Mhm.
people might not know of Filmark,
Mhm.
right? So very crash course on this, because of course we did do a little bit
Yeah.
of, or was it IFD in the last, but it was IFD, wasn't it?
Right.
IFD, yeah.
Yeah.
So anyway, IFD Filmark, two separate entities, but you can talk of them. You can talk of the cut and paste film, and
Mhm.
they both indulged. Let's put it that way. First IFD, and then Filmark. Thomas Hank branched off with Filmark, but both companies were famous for making these cut and paste films. There's been a lot of misinformation over the years. For instance, unfortunately, some of which we were still at the tail end of the misinformation when my first book came out. So unfortunately, there's a little bit in there in print forever, which is always unfortunate that I didn't quite know what was going on. Because back at a certain time, we thought Godfrey Ho was the guy who made all these films. Not,
Yeah.
especially when you get to Filmark, Godfrey Ho never worked at Filmark. So if it's Filmark, Godfrey Ho got nothing to do with it. But and also, people were saying they were like these unreleased films. They were unreleased films that they no. These films were actually released properly at some point as the original film, and then I
Yeah.
got their hands on
Just nicked them and
yeah, and added in bits and pieces here. Of course, famously, Caucasian men as ninjas in bright colored outfits, and we'll get a bit of that in here. So yeah, so that the cut and paste film was basically take existing film, remove the most exciting footage, add in white people as ninjas after documents or bombs or devices, add some action scenes with ninjas
or in the case of one of these films,
yeah.
the script. The
Yes,
script
of
for
the film itself. It's quite
of
better.
the film about the first emperor of China. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, but I like to think it was actually the script for the film while they were making it.
Yeah.
Can I keep making this fucking film, but ninjas keep stealing it? Yeah, or ninjas fighting. My favorite is always ninjas fighting in small children's parks somewhere in the New
Yeah.
country.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's a slide or some swings in the background. That's
if it's not a climb-in frame
yeah,
in a ninja film, I'm gonna be disappointed.
yeah. And you do wonder if they rocked up and the local kids were just about to go, oh fucking hell, there's guys with swords in there. But anyway,
you know what happened. Come 6 o'clock when the ninja actors are getting tired. There's kids up a climbing frame with a fucking samurai sword, waving it about because the actors have been too tired to look after it properly. So I'm just saying.
Yes. So now, but what's interesting about this though, is particularly RoboVampire. So RoboVampire is the first one we'll be talking about. What's interesting is we're used to the ratio being, I don't know, 80% original footage, 20% added, ninja stuff.
I'd go 70-30, but yeah.
Well, somewhere around that region, right?
Yeah.
However, RoboVampire breaks the mold, doesn't it? Because RoboVampire,
it's mostly new footage.
It's mostly, in fact, it's like given, I don't know, 2 or 3 days extra filming.
Yeah, they could have
I
just
don't know why
made their own
couldn't
film.
have just made a new film.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, and also this Thai film that they're wrapping it around looks really
Logan, right, from 1984.
Yeah, it looks really fucking boring.
Yes.
Yeah, to be fair, so it's interesting. Of the films that were nicked by re-energized, let's say, by IFD and Filmark, there's there were some films out of Taiwan, the early 80s ones, new Taiwan black cinema. Some of that stuff is interesting, and the original is interesting. And then there were some Korean ones used as well, and some of those were interesting. But yeah, in general, the films out of Thailand at this time seem the most lackluster, don't they? Because there's
Yeah.
a lot of
It's a bit of kidnapping.
yeah,
And
there's
they've got someone in a hut.
yeah,
And
even
there's
though
some machine guns, and that's
there
it.
was some
Yeah.
great stuff being made in Thailand at this time, like what's his name? Ratakrai, the guy that died, the godfather of the guy
Yeah.
Tony
No,
Jaa
no.
and Pana.
There's
Some
yeah.
stuff.
There's good shit in Thailand in this era.
Yeah,
But Godfrey Hall wasn't in the business of buying the good shit, was he?
or Thomas Tang in this case. Yeah.
Oh, Thomas Tang. Sorry, Thomas
Yeah.
Tang. Yeah.
But the thing is that the source footage does star Sorapan Chatri, who was
Yes.
arguably the biggest of all the stars in Thailand. Like he was huge, right? And yeah, he turns up. There's a lot of cut and paste stuff with Sorapan Chatri.
Well, he's two of the films we're talking about today.
Yeah. And yeah, I'm sure he was big enough a star that he was in some things that were very good indeed, and he was in some things that were a little bit. And yes, Pa Logan does look quite boring. I'm guessing it's some sort of cops versus drug dealer.
Yeah.
Except for one very dangerous looking stunt, which makes it into Robo Vampire, right? The jumping from an cable car. That's
a cable car.
Holy fuck. That looks proper.
Yeah.
It looks like actors as well, does it? Doesn't look like stuntmen.
No, that's not dummies or stuntmen.
No.
Yeah.
I don't mind the villain. I don't mind the villain of that one, the guy with the kind of like Fredo Corleone mustache, who spends a lot of time.
Everyone in these films has that mustache. That's the thing,
I guess.
Yes. So we don't really know what Pa Logan was about, but we can kind of guess. We have
drugs. I think drugs and maybe.
And there's not. There's surprisingly not like we'll talk about this with some of the later films. You can actually retroactively and Mixed Up, for example. I was fascinated by that because I actually knew what the film was about after watching
Yes.
Well, actually, and arguably, the other one, which is name escapes me, Giant of Casino.
Yes.
Actually, I got a reasonably good idea of what Giant of Casino was.
Yeah, and often
after the next one,
they didn't really fuck about that much with the original film.
No.
Like, they put the English, but yeah, often I suppose it was easy. It was the easiest option. Well, let's just follow the original storyline.
More or less.
As long as we can, and then every now and again change, instead of the Mr. Wong, we'll just say the ninjas.
Yes.
And jobs are good, right?
We'll have people from the film that we've made phone people in the film that we've bought.
Yes.
A lot
or
of
just
that.
look at them from behind a hedge. That always makes you laugh. There's a few of them where you get the source footage and then you cut to like a bright ninja looking at a hedge with a potted plant or something. Brilliant.
Or the good one, or one that I've noticed a couple of times this time around is when people are looking out of car windows.
Yeah.
You just stand a purple ninja next to a car.
Yeah.
And then that's fucking sorted.
Which is vaguely the same sort of car.
Yeah, I mean, if it's the same color, it's all right.
There's a good one. There's one of these. It might be this actually. No, it's another way. I quite like. There's a lot of like angry white man shouting at stop stage of Sorapan.
Yes. Yeah.
Brilliant. I tell you, it's funny. Interesting is that we talked about this before, Darren, on other shows. It's funny once you get the taste. It's like a switch or something. There's no going back. Like back in the day, we saw these films for the first time.
And it was like,
first time funny, second time fuck off. I've had enough. Not funny anymore. And now, now I can't understand why I wasn't interested. Now they're
but now we're archaeologists.
Right.
Now we've got our little brushes out and we're looking at the footage.
Yes.
Now we're just brushing away the dust from the celluloid, trying to work out
Yeah,
where
the
where this
original
came
film
from.
is-
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
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 Yeah, no, that's right. That's right. But yeah, back in the day, we were having none of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's interesting though. Once you now, it's unfathomable to me that it wouldn't have been automatically fascinating. But yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
So
Well, we were in our 20s. We were looking for thrills.
yes,
Right.
And as soon as we'd seen RoboCop and a vampire, we weren't fucking
Yes.
interested.
we were looking for love in all the wrong places. weren't we?
We were.
Yeah.
We were.
Yeah.
We were.
Now
I
we're
mean-
in the right place. We're at Film Map, where love lives.
Yeah. We weren't looking at Thomas Tang's Hole. So
Now we've taken semi-residence just on the rim,
So
dent on the edge.
is it worth pointing out that there isn't actually a robo vampire in the? I mean,
right. Okay. So you're being really pedantic.
I know.
this, Nick.
I mean, I feel like that
Yeah.
Robo versus vampire would have probably
Yeah.
been
Well,
accurate.
it's a different language, Nick.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sure.
They're speaking a different language. They're pushing two concepts together. I mean,
Yes.
what do you want?
Yes,
Right,
if you're
what do
going
you
to
want
bring
from
that haughty attitude, Nick, you can
Oh,
stop
yeah.
now.
I see. I do really like the whole exchange that leads to what is his name? Tom, the anti-drug agent, right?
Yeah.
I really like how in all of these films people constantly use first and last names over and over again to establish that these are real characters that you should care about.
And it gets worse. It gets worse as the films go on. But what I really like is the use of Western names.
Oh yes.
For obviously East Asian characters
Yes.
from East Asian films.
Yes.
And this is just the first taste
Yes.
of that.
But anyway, so Tom, the anti-drug agent who's causing problems for the vampire gang that's trying to run drugs. Am I understanding that?
So what's happening is
Yeah.
that there's a drug cartel
Yeah.
who are smuggling drugs via the coffins of hopping vampires.
Right.
And under normal circumstances, a normal drug cartel wouldn't be able to animate the corpses. But
Right.
they've got Sun Chien, who's a Taoist, on side.
Yeah.
And he's animating the corpses for them, so that should any DEA agents happen across the inside of a coffin, they're just going to get murdered.
Also, quite handily, he's there on hand to. One of my favorite scenes is "Bless Our Drugs."
Ah, yes.
Brilliant.
Bless
You
our
want to make
drugs.
sure they're properly blessed. Yes.
Yeah.
And are they using drugs to keep the vampires asleep as well? It seemed that near the beginning they were suggesting there's the scene where the guy wakes up the vampires accidentally because his dick gets burned with a cigarette.
Oh, vaguely, yeah. There's a bit in this. I must admit, it's been a few weeks since I watched this particular one, and it would be quite good for you both to see if you could explain it for me. But for some reason, and I don't recall this, the drug gangsters hide some drugs in a real cow.
Oh,
Yes.
yeah.
Yes. Quite.
Now,
So-
that's from the original footage, I think.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, that's
So-
from the
yeah,
type.
so-
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know why I forgot that, but somehow I have forgotten what the
No,
whole cow
there's a
business
brief.
is about.
There's a woman putting heroin inside a real cow and sewing it up. And obviously they saw the source footage and they thought that stunt, we're having that. That cow bit, got to have that. The rest of it, never mind. Because we've some genius came up with two tastes that taste even better together. They read, you like hopping vampires, now. You know what else you like? Gorilla masks. Hopping vampire wears gorilla.
No. Hang on.
This should be a subgenre.
Hang on. He is not wearing a gorilla mask. That is the sort of vampire he is.
He's a vampire
sorry.
beast.
He's a gorilla.
He's
He's a
real.
gorilla vampire.
Hopping gorilla vampire who has a white vengeful witch for a lover,
Flash Ghost.
Yeah,
whatever.
and
so
they have a sex scene.
Yes, yeah, and she
Yeah.
also wears a sheer top for the entire.
and she gets her tits out at the end of the film.
There's quite a lot of fanciable women in this film, actually. I was quite surprised. Even like throwaway
Yeah.
background women, there's quite a lot of fanciable women in this film.
Yeah.
Mm.
But
Having
we should,
sex with men in gorilla masks who hop.
yeah,
Yeah.
we should, you know, we shouldn't,
Academy, take note.
yeah. I mean, and we should bring things back to Tom, the anti-drug agent, who is killed by hopping vampires, and then one of my favorite pieces of dialogue is when the other dude who works, I guess, also works for the DEA, maybe says, "Now that Tom is dead, I want to use his body to create an android-like robot, and I would appreciate you approving my application."
Yeah.
And then their answer to this is your plan an assured success? Yes. Yes, it is. I feel like this is how 99% of the fucking business world probably works. It's two sociopaths bullshitting each other.
Right. Yeah, you might be right. But what I love about this as well, what I really like about this scene is it immediately goes into the montage, which is super cool, because you might think to create a cybernetic organism of some kind, you would need, you know, armies of fucking
No. You just
robotics and no. What you need is a book with a welding torch.
Yeah, made of sparkler, it seems like.
It's like fucking BA from the team made Robo Vampires.
Yeah.
or possibly Flashdance.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's so good. It's so good. It just the welding job.
Well, there's a bit later on that I was really confused by where Robo Vamp goes out on the job, and then he gets blown to shit, right, by some fireworks shooting.
No, Nick, you're wrong. He doesn't get blown to smithereens. Apparently, he just has a short circuit.
Yes, although clearly the footage establishes that he's been blown to pieces. And then we cut back to them back at the lab, and it looks like they've just put, like, I don't know what, like a chunk of a stereo under a blanket, and then a guy leans over and twiddles a knob on it. Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
whenever I'm feeling a bit ill, what I like to do is I just like my knob turned a bit.
Anyway, let us just say, I think we've given up really on the plot, really.
Yeah, I mean,
I think the film does that.
This is just there's a point as well. So most of this film seems to have been shot on like some old, like they were allowed onto some old crumbling fucking studios that the show isn't using anymore or something.
Mm-hmm.
So it's more
there's good temple sets in this.
Yeah. There's good,
Yeah.
got production values that they don't deserve, right?
Yeah.
But at a certain point, and I rewound it to check because I thought, what's going on? 'Cause I'm used to in certain kung fu films, for instance, a fight will suddenly switch location halfway through, like they're on a mountain and suddenly they're in a quarry, like someone kicks someone off screen and they're in a different place. I'm used to that, but there's a bit in this. They almost make a virtue of it rather than hiding it. It's almost like they highlight it, and it's like they're in mostly this village set thing, and there's mercenaries even at the beginning. Remember, there's mercenaries at the very beginning. They don't.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
No. Yeah.
And they're in this.
Oh yeah, with the snakes and all that stuff. Yeah.
Well, that's because they've stopped giving a fuck about drug smuggling.
Yeah.
So the film starts off as a drug smuggling thing,
we're in this,
and then
thing,
it's just about vampires and RoboCop.
And Robo Vampire, Robo, I guess.
Robo.
Towards the screen, right? Like he walks literally towards the screen, and they do that flip thing where he's walking the screen.
Sorry, Clive, I need to stop you. Just to remind everyone, in this film,
he looks
that's exactly what he looks like.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Except hang on, and an antenna on the side of his head.
No, that's number 2.
No, it's the first one. He has the antenna.
No, he's definitely got the number 2.
I've watched this film 50 times.
Okay.
He has an antenna on the side of his head.
Okay, I'm just saying he's got 2 antennae in the second one as well.
Yeah, he does. You're quite right. Sometimes he has two, and sometimes he has none. Sometimes they fall off, I think.
Yeah. Yeah. Carry on, Clive.
Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, so he walks towards the camera, blacks out, and they do the pretending as if he's walking away. It looks exactly like Paul Verhoeven's RoboCop. I think he was assistant director on it. And
Yeah.
as he's walking away, they've totally moved location. They're not in the village anymore. They're now in the middle of fucking Hong Kong.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
And there's this awesome bit where there's like two lovers, like apropos of nothing, and they just go, and they clear the birds are just filling in space. So they go, oh, this is a lovely place. Oh yeah, what a wonderful place we've come to, a lovely place. And then they have this weird exchange, which he says, and I quote, "Don't blow me away by saying you don't love me anymore." And then RoboCop comes on, and we forget about them. Hopping Vampire is also in the middle of Hong Kong for a while, and then they go back to the village.
Yeah.
Madness. Madness. But boy,
the poster tells you everything.
It doesn't have the topless.
It's a coherent story.
Yes.
From top to bottom, as is the film.
Yes. The only thing it's missing is that it should have the topless girl.
There's helicopters.
Oh, I'm going to say,
you might not be able to see the helicopters.
Yeah, I was going to say, because there's another poster, isn't there? There's another version of that poster with an exploding helicopter, which I was looking for. Yeah, I missed the explode. Maybe it's in the unbanned version.
Unbanned.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Two other things I wanted to bring up there. It's a great scene where RoboCop punches the vampire really hard in the stomach and makes him vomit up a bunch of kind of maggoty, fulgy shit.
Yes, there's a little bit of insect horror, just for a bit.
Yeah.
Just for a bit.
Yeah.
As if they were like, what are we missing? Yeah. What are we missing? We have
worms.
Coughing up maggots. Let's
Yeah.
If they'd have an extra day, they would have had him like eating live centipedes or something. They couldn't. the centipede shop was like just a little bit too far away from the location.
Yeah.
And then
this film is fucking. I mean,
there's a character in the Thai film. She's like the white lady drug agent who gets kidnapped and then subjected to water torture, which she breaks immediately. Like
she's hot as well.
Yeah. Is she from the Thai film though, or was she an insert? Because that felt like an insert because of how crap the water torture was.
But at the same time, doesn't Sorapong? I guess doesn't mean it. Because they also do it to Sorapong Chatri. But then you're right, it could be.
I thought that was an insert because I remember laughing quite hysterically at how I couldn't see any water bouncing off her head, and yet she's going.
Well, it reminded me of there's an old like Dangerous Brothers sketch where Aid Edmondson is like keeps going over and dropping an eyedropper of water on Rick's head, and then they're like, "This is the worst form of torture ever." It's like stupid. Anyway,
Robo Vampire. Then, I mean, it is a film that has to be seen to be believed, and some films you don't have to see. You can enjoy listening to other people talk about them, and that's enough, really. You can get the vicarious thrill. But I really do think you owe it to yourself. I mean, we could talk about it for another 5 hours easily, but we're not really going to get to the bottom of what it is.
Yeah.
It doesn't seem to be believed.
I think if you're the sort of person that is excited by the idea of RoboCop fighting hopping vampires, then this is the film for you.
And if you're not excited by that, then you're clearly not human.
No, and that's the thing. So this is designed
for everyone. Yeah, for humans.
Yeah, it's designed exactly. It's got universal appeal.
Yeah. It may be the benchmark, actually, in going on into the future with AI. How do you prove if something is a sentient being? Does it respond to Robo Vampire?
Yeah.
It'll be like in Blade Runner. Like they'll sit down and there'll be a little screen and Harrison Ford will sit up to you and he'll put on.
Yeah, and if Decker doesn't find it of interest, great interest, he's clearly made with a welding torch. He's not a real human.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
so
I mean, seek it out at all costs. Yeah. And it's a good gateway drug. Because I think what's interesting about it is it's one of those films that if you know nothing about all this film malarkey or anything like that, people still stumble across it and go, what the fuck is this? What the actual fuck is this?
Yeah.
And then you find out about all the other stuff. And that even makes it even more interesting. But it's still interesting even if because it's just what? And then even when you find out what it is, you still go, what? Like,
because as well as we're just about to find out, this series escalates.
Yes.
So so the series gets weirder.
Yes.
As the not very long years go on.
This is the classy original.
Yes.
Before it goes off the rails.
Well, no, I would argue that Robo Vampire 2 or RoboCop first. What the fuck are these things called?
Robo Vampire 2, Devil's Dynamite.
Robo Vampire 2. Yeah.
To be fair, it's never been called Robo Vampire 2 anyway.
Yes.
It's actually Devil's Dynamite.
Devil's Dynamite.
Yeah. This is the classiest of the three.
Part 2, I would agree. Because the movie it's made
from. Because the movie it's made from is quite classy.
And what is the movie it's made from?
Giant.
We're not going to talk about it right now, Clive. We're going to talk about it after we talk about Robo Vampire 2. We can deal with.
Darren blundered into it.
I know he thought.
I did. Yeah, I fell for it. Yeah. Sorry.
I was pulling. I had the banana on the end of a stick, and Darren was going.
I was a hopping vampire in a gorilla mask. Just aching for that vampire.
Yes.
But we're going to talk about Devil's Dynamite, Robo Vampire 2.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, indeed.
So this film features Steve Cox. International man of mystery.
Yep.
Caucasian man. Definitely not from the Far East.
Take a drink every time someone says Steve Cox as well, if you fancy getting your stomach anytime soon.
Yeah. It's fucking I
believe the first line where it comes up is that white beardy guy who's kind of one of our villains, right? Who's like tells a ninja, I want you to eliminate Steve Cox. And that's the first we hear of the great and mighty Steve Cox.
Yeah. I mean, why they couldn't have just called him a Chinese name? I don't really understand that. He's obviously a Chinese person. It's like
maybe they like the rhyming because there is another guy in it called Fox, and so there's some Fox versus
true.
Fox stuff going on. All gets very Dr. Seuss at a certain point.
Yeah. So now I'm in the position. So now that we've watched both, we've watched the source material for this film, as well as the Robo Vampire bit of this film.
That's Giant of Casino, by the way. Taiwanese film.
I did say Giant of Casino. Yeah, I did say that. 1980. In a minute, and we'll get there.
I can't do this.
But what I was saying,
let you take. I can't do this illogical, wrong way around thing.
Okay.
But what I was saying is actually, as I think of it, I can tell you all the plot points of Clive, Giant of Casino.
Yes.
Right. I can tell you everything about Giant Casino, but I actually have to search my notes for
what the hell is going on in Robo
That's
Vampire
what I mean.
2.
Giant Casino is the framework. See it?
Yeah. Oh, this is the one with a fucking kid ghost in it, and the fucking
and And the Japanese like Saturday morning TV show version of Robo, because this is definitely not the built out of Tom, the DEA agent Robo, but this is a Prince of Space,
Well, I believe in the script, don't they refer to him as a night warrior or something? What are they
Shadow
called?
warrior.
Shadow warrior, that's him.
My favorite is when someone gets angry when thinking about it and says, "Damn futuristic hero."
Yes. Yeah, that's beardy.
But yeah, I was thinking if RoboCop was the template for Robo Vampire, this RoboCop seems a bit more Space Sheriff Gavan, little hero kind of. In fact, I'm wondering, in RoboCop, if you remember in the original RoboCop, very early on, there's a bit of foreshadowing.
Pre-cum.
There's a bit of pre-cum foreshadowing. A bit of pre-coming to New Jeans. Sorry, for context, Nick, while we've been trying to record this seriously, Nick keeps sending us pictures of the Korean girl band New Jeans to distract us. It's very naughty of him. Yes, so if you remember early on in RoboCop, when he's a cop, his son watches like a
TJ Laser.
Yes, there we go. Well remembered. Yeah, this seems like more TJ Laser.
TJ Laser, yes, definitely.
Who clearly must be kind of influenced by those Metal Heroes.
I would think,
right? Yeah.
Except
this TJ Laser moonwalks.
Yes, he does.
And does weird body popping.
Well, it is a 1980s hopping vampire film, so you have to expect a certain amount of body popping.
But anyway, as we were saying, Giant Casino is a type.
No, we weren't talking about.
No, we haven't got there yet. No, we haven't got there yet.
No.
Yeah, I'm trying to work out what goes on with this. Hang on. So there's a child vampire in it.
Giant Casino first.
There is a Taoist priest friend of Robo.
Such a birdmen.
There's a scene where kind of like they do that thing where he paints.
That's it. Yeah. So it's like the Encounter of the Spooky Kind. He gets paint dead with the shit, and then they throw a load of like deity dolls into him, don't they?
Mm-hmm.
Just inside his body.
Right.
And then he fights the vampires.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. That's the one.
And it's going on as well.
There's a lot of sparklers, and then when he defeats the Taoist, which I think is Sun Chen. Am I right? Yeah, it's Sun Chen. No, it's Ricky Chentin-Chi, actually, isn't it?
Both of them, isn't it?
Yeah.
The one is the bad Taoist, one is the good Taoist.
Yeah.
No, so it's Mark Long. Mark Long is the good one, and Ricky Chen is
the bad one.
Sun Chen is something else in this one.
Yeah, I don't know where the fuck Sun Chen is.
Yeah.
Anyway, it's Ricky Chentin-Chi.
And also Kondo is in it, but I didn't see him.
I have no clue where he is. I did not spot him at all. Yeah, anyway. But yeah, and when he defeats him, he spits out some acidy, like, puke stuff. And then he's all right again. He's okay again. He's good.
No worms in it. I thought there might be worms.
No worms. I thought there might be worms. Yeah.
Maybe they used all the worms.
Yeah, largely. Yeah. Largely, this one is driven by, rather than Robo Vampire, this one is driven by Giant of Casino.
Yes.
So so the vampire stuff in this is largely filler for Giant of Casino.
Yeah. So it's Champ Wang who is actually Steve Cox. So Champ Wang is the star.
Yeah.
Wait, Champ Wang plays Steve Cox?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now at
the mine shaft.
Yeah.
Also, I will say this one actually has something closer to a robot vampire, because there are a bunch of vampires that seem to be controlled by having these like yellow papers put on all of their like their joints, and then they're kind of literally controlled like automatons. So yeah. Or like they're like robot vampire ninjas. They're the ultimate mashup.
Yeah,
Um, Angela Mao wears a beret.
yeah, that's always good.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
Yeah.
the
we are
original
into
source.
that.
So
Yeah, yeah,
the
yeah.
source film is a gambling.
So now we can get on to the
Yeah,
source
I think
film.
we could
Oh,
probably talk about
totally the wrong
Yeah,
way
yeah.
round. But yes, it's a
It's
gambling.
not the wrong way round.
It is.
No.
Makes no sense. We should talk to anyway.
So anyway, there's a man called
Yes.
Steve Cox who's
Cox.
a gangster,
Yes.
right? And he gets
Although
out of prison.
he's not called Steve Cox, I think.
He is called Steve Cox.
Oh, is he in the?
I
Yes,
think-
he,
No,
yes, he
So
is.
what you need to know about Giant Casino is this. I'm going to say the following thing, and that'll make you think, bloody hell, that's a film I should see. But actually, not really. Not that it's terrible, but it's a little bit boring. But this makes it sound more.
Oh, I don't agree at all.
Oh, you
I
thought?
don't agree.
Oh, okay, well, let me get this.
Yeah, I enjoyed it. I liked
Fine,
it.
it's fine, but it's not.
I liked it.
It's not
Yeah.
God of Gamblers or something like that, right?
Well, God, the thing is though, God of Gamblers is actually shit.
No.
Yes, it is.
No. Anyway, my point is
Carry
that
on.
we'll get onto that, right? Champ Wang, Steve Cox, the nominal, okay, maybe anti-hero, I get that.
Yeah.
He's come out of prison after 10 years, but still, even for an anti-hero, right? The anti-hero of our film stabs a pregnant woman to death
Yeah, that is a thing.
in
Yeah,
the stomach.
yeah, yeah.
Not the pregnant woman, but she claims
In a
carrying
wedding dress.
his grandchild.
Yeah,
Now-
in a wedding dress. Yeah,
Now,
yeah.
the thing is, you say that,
After a wedding.
I
Yeah.
know you say
Yeah.
that, and all the edgelords out there are like, "Oh, this is a film I should see," but it's slightly misleading because it's not what that sounds like. But that
No.
does happen. It is worth saying that our main
Yeah.
protagonist does do that in this,
Yeah.
which is kind of interesting. There's not many films, even with an anti-hero, where the anti-hero does anything quite that anti-heroical, right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
That's about as anti-hero as an anti-hero gets, right?
Yeah. Although I do feel a little bit like we skipped to the end a little bit too quickly.
Well,
Right.
We did
On
the
that
whole
one.
thing the wrong way around anyway.
Yeah. But but it's I liked it because it's kind of you can see if you so it's kind of dude gets out of prison, goes on a revenge spree, finds his wife is shacked up with someone else. The someone else turns out to be his son somehow.
Yeah.
Not 100% still how that managed to work its way out.
Well, he'd
there, but-
abandoned his first family, right?
But
his
it's
child,
yeah,
and
but
then- yeah.
and then and the wife is a complete bitch. The wife is horrible.
The thing is, when he turns around, when he does stab her, I just realized what this actually is. It's Kaiser Soze, the early years, isn't it? This is
suppose.
Kaiser
Yeah.
Soze backstory.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. But also, but when he goes off the rails and stabs his grandchild in the womb,
Mhm.
that's in a secret passage
Yes.
of his own
His
mansion.
own home. Yeah.
That yeah.
His
Um,
ex-wife is now
Yeah.
living.
But the main kind of thrust of it is I got out of prison and I'm taking the gangster world back and you're all going down. And they do all go down, but he goes down as well. That's
Yes.
kind of the thrust of it. But in the middle of that, you get a really fucking good eye gouging, an eye stabbing, which you don't see. You don't see good footage of the eye stabbing in Giant of Casino, but you get the whole lot
Yes.
in Robo Vampire 2.
Mhm.
That's good shit, that.
Yeah.
I enjoyed that. Yeah. So if you want to see the eye stabbing from Giant of Casino, you have to go to Robo Vampire 2 to see it.
Right.
And yeah, there's a burning building, and the father and the son don't know their father and son, and then they find out, and then the father dies because he's committed crimes because he's killed a young child, and yada yada yada. But he's quite good to Angela Mao and her kid, and that's it.
Yeah.
Did I miss anything?
No, I think that's most of it.
Yeah.
When he first breaks into his old house, he attempts to feed his ex-wife a cup full of bullets, which is quite intense. The whole thing kind of reminded me actually of, and maybe it's why I felt so comfortable in it. It had elements of kind of the Ninkyo kind of like Japanese like Yakuza film, like the heroic gangster, who's been wronged and has to come back and kind of, and then also mashed up with a certain amount of almost Euro trashy Italian, like Fernando de Leo kind of shit. And so for me, it felt completely like, oh yes, this is a world I'm intimately familiar with and comfortable in. And there's a dude who looks a bit like Patrick Troughton, Chinese Patrick Troughton. He's the
Yeah.
he's the old buddy of Steve Cox who's betrayed him, and
Who
then
turns out to be the villain of the film, right?
yeah,
So that's Sun Ye, I think is the character, isn't it?
yes, yeah.
Or rather, the actor. Yeah.
Some of the shitty pranks that Steve Cox also pulls, like at one point he tricks some guys into digging up his ex-mother-in-law's grave.
Yeah.
Yeah, like he does a lot
Yeah,
of
they're looking for
mean
gold.
stuff.
Just dig up my mother, motherfucker.
Yes.
Yeah.
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 I don't know. For me, it was kind of nice to see the film uninterrupted by, much as it's enjoyable to see the film interrupted repeatedly by a children's TV show starring, Space Sheriff, whatever. There was, I don't know. I found it more satisfying and more cohesive to see the film. So I know I liked it a lot. As I said, kind of noiry, tight little.
Thing is, there's a whole bunch of very similar films from around this time period of Taiwan.
I haven't seen them, so
Yeah,
so
I think that's the thing. I think if this is the only one you've seen, then it is kind of interesting. But if you've seen 4 or 5 of them, then it's just one more, if you see what I mean. And there's better ones and lesser ones. But
Yeah. But it's not that different. It's not. Oh, wow. What did we see? What did we
we even
fucking
watched
watch?
one last.
Yeah.
yes, we did.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Of Hello JYANGSHI.
Yeah. It's of a piece with that.
Yeah,
Right?
and that was the reason we watched that was it was used for an IFD.
Yes,
that's right. Yeah. It was the
and I liked both of them.
Elton Chong one, wasn't it? It was the Elton Chong one.
Was it the original was called something like Stunning Gambling or something?
Yes,
that's
it.
Yeah.
And I had tons of fun with that too. So
yeah. But it's gambling films are cool.
Just likes to have a good time and a gamble.
Yeah.
I did also. There's one thing I enjoyed. There's a tense hostage negotiation where the little girl gets kidnapped, and then Steve Cox's like also equally macho buddy goes over and somehow ends up having to stab himself. I can't remember why, but he takes the knife and he maybe to get the girl back. He's like, well, if you stab yourself, I'll give you the girl back. He's like, all right, but he's such a hard ass. He kills himself. He can't just he stabs a vital organ and then dies.
Yeah, he couldn't miss his vital. All right, yeah. I'm so hard. I'll just have my pancreas out.
Yeah. I dug that. That was cool.
Because honor. Yeah.
And then I will say the one thing that it's missing though is the incredible. So at the end of this film, right, we get the whole reveal, right? The I am your father, thing, right? But that plays out very differently in Robo Vampire 2. Because in Robo Vampire 2, that's the scene where they start laying all this shit on him that like the girl he was going to marry was involved in drug pushing vampire nonsense, right? Yeah, and there's like it's somewhere in my notes, but yeah, that whole
Either way,
he never mentioned vampires to me.
He's stuck in the burning building and he dies at the end because it's burning building.
Yes.
And the sun gets out, but in Robo Vampire, he's not the sun; he's a different bloke.
Yes.
And
yeah.
So both films are a load of fun, in my opinion.
Yeah, I'll second that, even if Clive
Yeah.
is not on board.
Yeah,
I would say
yeah.
Joint Casino is not that much fun, but it's not terrible. But Devil
I think
Dynamite
it's fun.
is more fun than you could possibly hope for. I mean, it's
Well, is it as much fun as
the
Robo
vampire is
3?
alive.
And the answer to that is no, it's not more fun than the vampire is alive, because the vampire is alive is in fact Nightmare on Elm Street 7.
Yes.
Yes, this is AKA Counter Destroyer.
Yep.
Yeah. So
no,
we're in the fucking.
Well, what's interesting to me about this as well, what's mind-boggling really, is that the source film for this one, which seems to be from Thailand again, with Sorapam Chaudhry and Michelle Yim, remains unidentified, which is kind of amazing, really, because not only is it the Sorapam Chaudhry film, but Michelle Yim is in it as well. It's quite a big star in the day. So you'd think Michelle Yim stars in a Thai film, a Thai film from whenever, mid-80s. You'd think we'd at least know what that was. We'd at least know what the original title was. But no one seems to know what this film is, which is amazing to me.
Yeah, and also the source film, it does actually look quite good, right? Because it's a female. No, but it's a female assassin blowing people up, stabbing people, poisoning people, getting all sorts of shit done.
She does a great leap over a car at one point.
Michelle does look good with a crossbow as well. She seems to know.
Yeah. There is no reason for this Michelle Yim vehicle not to be successful.
Well,
given
not even that.
What she does is fucking killing people.
We don't know what it is. That you'd think it's not that long ago, in mid to late 80s, even a film was on from Chaudhry in itself. We should know. Okay, maybe it's not extant, but we should know the title. There should be a poster. It's got Michelle as well, and no one remembers it. That's just weird.
But it's probably not about the making of The Last Emperor, I'm assuming.
The original film. Well, it might be.
We'll never know, I guess.
Or we might know. It might.
To be fair,
I can't believe this film does things. It's got to be. It's not. It's It's not that though. I know they don't do, or they didn't do film preservation in Thailand in the 80s, but for fuck's sake, there's gotta be a VCD. Maybe
it's gonna be a
VCD.
Someone. This has been on telly. This film's been on telly.
Or someone taped it on telly or something.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Right? Because this film has got, so the production values of this film are too high for it to go unnoticed.
This would have been
the
Thailand release.
Exactly.
It would have had to have been. It would have been the big release that week that everyone flocked to the cinema to see. It's got to be with Sorapong and Michelle Yeoman.
Yeah, but also it's just fucking objectively cool. Right? It's just female assassin fucking mowing down people. Right? That's fucking cool. And it's slightly different to the usual machine gun fucking, Thai bollocks that you usually get on a weekly basis. Right?
Right.
That I know of anyway. Yeah.
But anyway.
Or that we got over here, let's say.
Yeah. But anyway. Anyway, that aside, the meat of the matter is Joyce has to write a script about the last emperor of China. Now, when they turn up at the villa that they've got to, I'm immediately questioning her qualifications to write the script. Because when they meet a Taoist priest, she says, "Isn't that an old religion in China?"
Yeah.
You're not qualified to write a historical script about the later. And she does spend the whole time reading a fucking beginner's guide to the last emperor of China rather than writing her script, right? So,
but what you're not understanding is that's why they're going to so much effort to stop Michelle Yim meeting Blondie to
Right.
actually combine their efforts to write the script.
Yes,
Right.
I think there's a rival. I think, isn't there a rival?
Yeah, I think there's another script
Three
in production
productions.
somewhere.
There's like two or three shooting productions of
Yeah,
the last.
it's like
Yeah.
Rising
Yeah.
versus Armageddon of
Yes,
That's the one.
era of
That's the
China
one.
films. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I assume Bertolucci's in there somewhere. So
Yeah.
So so that's the thing, that she's gone to a villa with her friend Cindy, who ends up dead and with a very cheap headstone at the end.
that looks like it's been daubed with dog shit when they find it at Cindy Smith's grave.
It literally looks like someone just went.
Yeah. However, I'm glad Cindy is in the film, because Cindy
she is brilliant.
by far, whoever's dubbing Cindy is just
a genius.
Yes. They are clearly taking the piss, but it with a straight face, right? No. Many bongs were smoked, I think, in the creation of this English dub.
It's
so good.
Simple lines, like just like that shouldn't. But there's one part where Cindy comes in with food for Joyce, and she's like, "Have some food, Joyce. Have some food." The fuck is that?
Yeah. However, I can't resist anymore. I know it's out of, but I have to mention the piece de resistance of this dub.
Yes.
So
I showed that to this is a piece I showed to Jen. I think
it might be the finest piece of cinema ever created. She's not floating around in the pool on her in a tube thing, like a floaty thing, and an Elm Street Freddy Krueger claw comes up and knocks her into the water. At which point, Joyce asks, "How come you fell into the water?" And Joyce responds, "Oh, is it sorry, the other way around?"
It's Cindy,
yeah. Cindy goes, "The air in the float got out, making me fall into the water." It's just amazing.
It's why we're here. It's why we do this.
Yes, it's intonation that no one has used in the entire history of mankind prior to this scene, and has never used since. They're using some sort of fucking alien technology or something. It's just amazing. It leaves me speechless. But you can't come up with this. Brilliant. Is lightning in a bottle alchemy. No one could plan that. That just happens out of nowhere.
Yes, and our lead vampire as well is. It turns out that he suddenly appears and says, "You've heard of the Qing dynasty? Well, I'm the last eunuch in China." Ha 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 ha.
Yes, that's right.
Well, it's obvious, really, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's obvious. That's why he needs to procreate with her.
Yes.
But does he not have a cock then, being an eunuch? So I'm wondering how.
Well, he's got a ghost cock.
It's the glove, right? He had the Freddy Krueger glove, so.
Well, I think that's a bit much. Nick.
Yeah.
I don't think so. I think
that's a bit. I think that's a bit.
Fun, Nick. There's
two on the nose.
So he's like the last eunuch in China.
Yes.
And to get his reincarnation on, or whatever the fuck, or no, to be reincarnated, he needs to somehow have sex.
Get your reincarnation on. I do like that phrase. I got my recreation on and fell into the water.
He has to possess, but also have sex with her, and then he does, and then she gives birth.
Yes,
to a little Hello Dracula hopping.
To a Hello Dracula, and then this isn't the one where he pisses, is it?
No. Meanwhile, some exploding flowers blow up a car in the Thai footage.
That's it. That's
the point. I remembered that.
Yeah.
Fuck no! This film.
Oh, hang on. We forgot.
The kid. Sorry, this is the one where the kid pees in the two kind of the two student vampires to do all of the. goofy.
It is. Yeah,
And,
yeah.
and To Siu Ming is a Taoist priest.
Yeah.
And Sun Chen is a hopping vampire, which is a surprise.
Yeah.
Speaking about wasting a
It's
talent
like
on something.
what the fuck
Yeah.
happened to Sun Chen? It's like wait, what happened, Sun
It's
Chen?
like if you had Sammo Hung at your disposal, and you said, "Oh, you just play the bloke who runs the fish and chip shop."
Yeah,
You
but
can
with a
do any
mask,
action
with
in
really, really heavy makeup on, so no one can tell who you are. Yeah,
Yeah, it is.
yeah.
It does. I do find this fascinating. I would really like I really hope someone tracks these people down. I would like to know how these people ended up in it. Like, because you're talking
Yeah.
about vets, right? You're talking about people with scores of credits to their name already. And there's like, if it was early on in their career, I kind of get that.
Yeah.
Like,
But
oh
it's,
yeah. Well, you know, we've done a bunch of these Shaw films, right?
but I guess it's but I think everything just fucking shifted in 84, 85, 86, and they didn't know where they were going, you know? I mean, I especially in Taiwan, I think, because a lot of this stuff is Taiwanese as well, isn't it?
Yeah, it would suddenly everything moved and then they fell into the water. I think is what happened.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I'm sorry, we didn't even mention the fact that RoboCop shows
I was
up
just going to say that.
in the
Yeah.
last 5 minutes.
With a shotgun.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think who you're referring to is Dixon, the director of the Last Emperor of China film.
Yep. Yes.
Turns up as,
and he goes into henshin mode and spins around and turns.
Yeah. And that is just the last 10 minutes. He is not in this film until the last.
And you're
10
right.
minutes.
We've gone from Metal Hero. We've gone back in time. You're quite right. We're in proper henshin tokusatsu because he does do the spinning around.
He does, yeah. But it's really slow as well, isn't it? It's not. It's like they forgot to speed the film up, so he just goes around like really slow on like obviously a fucking turntable.
But what's awesome about this, what's really awesome about this is because you totally forget, with all this madness going on, you're forgetting that it's basically a film about industrial espionage in the film business. So after you have all these fucking monsters and robots and shit, someone says, "You'll never complete that script."
And at the end,
it's like if the film was about rival bakeries and someone just, "You never finished that loaf of bread."
Yeah. And you know what? All they had to do with this film, right? What would have perfected this film, right? Would be them sneaking into some fucking cinema in Taiwan, right? With a film showing, right? And just filming the stars in costume in cinema seats. It would have cost them fuck all, but it would have told the audience
have this sort of
got made
film with Michelle, and then and the camera pans over to Dixon going like, "We did it."
Yeah, exactly. No, exactly. Yeah, actually, that's more in line with
One more question: isn't it established pretty clearly that Joyce dies while giving birth to the vampire child? And
no, because
Cindy does.
Cindy's definitely killed. I know that.
Yeah.
So Cindy dies because she has the along the face, right? But despite the fact that the baby vampire has come straight out of her stomach,
exploded out of her, yes.
Yeah. She's still alive at the end of the film.
That's what I'm saying. That's what's very confusing because it seems because her child even says basically, "You killed my mom" when fighting, and then she's just there at the last scene where they go to Cindy's dog.
Yeah, I was so confused at this, that when the hopping vampire kids, "Oh, where's your father?" "Oh, he's over there," and cut to Last Eunuch fighting Robo. I had to think about it for a minute. I was like, hang on. Is RoboCop his dad? Oh no, hang on. He's talking about Last Eunuch. Yeah. No, this film is definitely because I think people bang on about Robo Vampire the most. I get that. And some people
Yeah.
have gone this as to see Devil Dynamite. But I feel as the Vampire is Alive or Counter Destroyer is the one that gets overlooked a little bit, especially because
Yeah.
I think Counter Destroyer was understandably, because who would have thought there was 3 of these fucking films? So once upon a time, I think I made this mistake in my book. Counter Destroyer is an AK for Robo Vampire, and it's not. It's a totally different film. But again, who would have thought? Obviously, if what was that film? It had a hopping vampire and a RoboCop clone. Of course, people. Oh, you mean Robo Vampire? And have thought no more about it. There's no way. There's two of them, let alone fucking 3.
Yeah, but the thing is as well, though, the thing is you are forgiven if it wasn't for the fact that these films are entitled Robo Vampire 1, 2, and 3. If you look
They're
at
not.
the costume,
Yeah.
no, but in certain markets they are.
No,
If
I
you
don't think,
look
I don't,
at-
no, sorry, I want to make this clear. I don't
Okay.
think they've ever been called Robo Vampire 2 and 3 anywhere.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that is just a labeling for YouTube.
Oh, it's a new. Oh, okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I stand corrected.
Sorry, it could be nitpicky.
No, that's fine.
I don't want you to fall into the water.
Well, that makes things a bit easier, but we've done this podcast as if they're related.
Yeah,
right?
And now,
Yeah. And they are related because
Yes.
they're a part of the same production factory, right? In the same era. But had they been, let's imagine they had been marketed as Robo Vampire 1, 2, and 3 then, there is no relation between any of the films.
No.
The RoboCops look completely fucking different.
Although 1 and 3 look much more alike than 2.
Yeah, and I one of the things that we missed talking about actually is I love 2's.
You were saying you love number 2's.
Yeah, what I love about number 2 is that there is no reference to him being a cyborg of any description, and yet he's a ninja with antennae.
He's a damn futuristic hero, is what he is.
Well, I'm not gonna disagree with you, Clive. You know.
So, right. So yeah. Anyway, fuck your Godfather trilogy.
Yes.
This is what it's all about.
Well, part 3
it is a trilogy. This is a trilogy.
I think so.
I'm not having it.
And I don't think there's any law of diminishing returns here either. If anything, maybe my favorite is 3.
Yeah. However, if you feel I need a little bit more film hopping vampire. Now we're not going to get any more damn futuristic heroes.
No.
However, this was quite a fascinating experience for me because I'd seen this film before, then watched the source film, was quite confused, and then watched the remix again, which retroactively, I think, made me understand the first film.
Okay.
And appreciate the first film more. Like the first film is much odder.
When you say first film, do you mean mixed up? Or
Mixed
do you mean...
up. I was mixed up watching Mixed Up, but now I'm mixed up.
So in what order?
Weird.
But in what order did you watch Mixed Up and this film?
Well,
had you seen it before?
I'd seen Vampire Raiders before, and then this time I watched Mixed Up first.
Okay.
Was confused. Yeah. Then I watched Vampire Raiders and understood what was going on in Mixed Up.
Well, you should say that part of the reason you were confused is that you watched an unsubtitled print of Mixed Up.
This is true.
Yes, which does make
as I've been doing with all other previous iterations of these films, I've been watching the one in English first, and then watching whatever the hell it's made out of.
Right.
That has made sense for me, and it's certainly made sense for me here.
Yeah. So we should say that the fate of the entire hotel industry is at stake because a group of evil black ninjas has threatened to insinuate themselves into the industry, take over, and transform it for their own insidious needs or whatever. I would love to see, did Thomas Tang just like buy fucking like industrial films about toothbrush manufacturing and then sit down and be like, okay, evil purple ninjas are fighting orange ninjas with the aid of a Taoist priest in order to control the toothbrush manufacturing industry. Like,
Yeah.
whatever was at hand, they found a way to put.
So you're gonna have to
Ninjas.
indulge me this because I can't do this the other way around. This one has to be done this way. Right? So correct me if I'm wrong. If what
Okay, let's do mixed up
yes,
first.
this is what happens in mixed up if Vampire Raiders is to be believed, and I think I do believe it, right?
Okay.
Is you have 3 switchboard operators, female switchboard operators. Main one is
Telephonists, I believe.
singer Agnes Chan,
Yep.
who is UNICEF ambassador to Japan.
Okay.
Apparently.
Yeah, all right.
She lives
Yeah,
here
good
now.
for her.
Okay.
Good for her. Yeah, yeah.
And
So where's the interview to go with this podcast then?
it's coming. It's
Okay.
in the way, but she fell into the water. So there's 3 telephone switchboard operators, and they're working at this hotel. Ho Pak Kwong is their super. So interesting. I learned something about Ho Pak Kwong watching this film. Right. So the 2 cross-eyed princes of Hong Kong cinema.
Yeah.
Also in this film, in both of these films, are To Siu Mung
Yeah.
and Yen Tao Wan, right?
Yeah.
However, Ho Pak Kwong, I've discovered, he's the honorary cross-eyed guy when they've run out of genuine cross-eyed guys, right? Because he's playing like a cross-eyed guy in this because he's an extra one. But I've seen Ho Pak Kwong in other films, and he's not cross-eyed. The other 2 are cross-eyed.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Ho Pak Kwong is like the extra. He's the Shem.
Yeah.
Cross-eyed like Shem, right?
He's also the one in Ginger Snaps.
Is he?
Yeah, he's in Ginger Snaps.
No, he's
Wow.
not.
Yes.
Don't come on here telling lies. Ho Pak Kwong is. I'm looking this up. He's not in fucking Ginger Snaps.
Go on HKMDB. Right. Go on.
MDB. It's not even a.
Go on HKMDB. Look him up, and then tell me what you find.
Okay.
Right. We'll wait.
Yeah.
We'll wait.
Right.
Yeah.
Ho
Yeah,
Pak Kwong.
There's no such thing as dead air on a podcast.
No.
It's all excitement.
Well, it's a long.
building.
I'm scrolling down. How far do I have to scroll down?
Go to the bottom.
Well, fuck your asshole. See, the other ones I understand.
What does it say?
Also in Red Drag. Oh, no, hang on. Yeah, okay. That's confusing.
He's in Ginger Snaps, right?
Yeah, he's in. Well, also he's in like the Corrupt and Red. I understand that because they were.
Yeah, Red Dragon, Young Kwai. Yeah.
Ginger Snaps doesn't have a. They don't.
Ginger Snaps is just some fucking low budget horror film from 2001 or something, isn't it?
It's the teenage thing, isn't it? Is he?
Yeah. Apparently.
Have you rewatched it?
No. I'm waiting. I found that out about 2 days ago. I have not had a chance to. That's what I'm saying.
I'm hoping there's a scene that I've forgotten in Ginger Snaps, where the 2 female leads work as telephone operators briefly, and he's a supervisor who just walks.
Well, it could be.
And again,
I want to say, I want to see him as a janitor in the high school.
Yeah,
I don't know why, but that's where I'm seeing him.
He's wonderfully stiff, like wonderfully, like just
Those you make Taiwan aren't in Ginger Snaps 2 and
not that I know of.
Oh,
no,
right.
No.
I just seem to remember Ginger Snaps being quite good.
It's all right. Yeah. I haven't seen it since.
It's like one of those where lycanthropy stands in for puberty or
puberty and menstruation. Yeah.
But anyway, there's none of that here.
No.
Boring subtext in this.
Yes.
So they have some wealthy tycoon staying at their hotel, right? And there's a plot to kill him, Mike. Again, if we Vampire Raiders is to believe, and I think it is to be believed, and then you realize what a strange film Mixed Up is.
Yes.
It's actually a weird
Yeah.
right? It's a really weird.
Also, it's one of the only ones where the film itself does have hopping vampires in it.
Yes, yeah.
And then they've added more.
Yeah, because Vampire Raiders Ninja Queen is almost uninterrupted.
Well, Mixed Up, you say Mixed Up has hopping vampires in, but when you say
it does, well, it has,
it has like one scene of some hopping vampires. Are they even hopping?
They're not hopping. They're just walking.
No, walking past. And that is it. And that's never explained. So so they getting ahead of myself. So they managed to foil an assassination attempt for this tycoon. They tried to blow up his car or something. And then basically he says, "Oh, thanks for saving my life. You can have a trip on my not that luxury yacht, to be honest with you. But yeah, all right, great. And this other rich bloke who I think might work for him goes with him, and your fat friend can come along as well."
But no, that's the model. No, it's the model that they hook up with in the bar, isn't it?
Oh yes, they do. Yeah,
because they've got like there's like an effeminate model dude,
Mr. Fancy
Is he a model?
Yeah. Well, to be fair, he's a model.
That's the one bit that might have changed from the dub, I think, to the. I think he might be someone the original.
No, you know what? I'm kind of sold on him being a model.
Well, it doesn't matter. So that's it. No. But what's interesting is, so when something supernatural does happen it's not just me, right? I've lost a memory here. Right? In Mixed Up, at a certain point, when they're on this boat, a supernatural element enters the frame, and Tosu Ming and Yutuan, the cross-eyed fools who everyone loves, they work on the boat. They're shipmates, right? They've got the sailor uniform and everything. Not the exciting sailor uniforms, proper one. And I don't want to see them dressed. Anyway.
Do you like it when Tosu Ming's the bottom of Tosu Ming's butt cheeks just stick out to just protrude slightly from the Sailor Moon costume? Is that what you like?
You wash your mouth out, young man. So
I'll take that as a yes.
Well, of course it's a yes. So so they are possessed one by one by some sort of evil force, right? Now we never find out what that is, right?
No, and I'm not sure we find out in the Hong Kong version either.
No, but my point is in Mixed Up as is.
Basically,
they go on a boat. You got that. All of a sudden, it turns into a horror film, and we know it. And the only we have is earlier, Agnes Chan spotted a couple of ghosts walking down the street, and then later on spotted a couple of hopping vampires. Right?
Yeah, that's it.
But it's never like, oh, she's a conduit for the spirit world.
No.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay, good. I'm glad I wasn't going mental. I didn't make that up.
The other thing that made me think I was mental for not understanding both versions was the man getting killed by a pig.
That's a great scene.
Now we'll get to this. Because am I imagining as well? So this is the other bit this is the bit that confused me, right? In the Vampire Raiders version, a large pig rolls off a roof. I've seen people in reviews saying it's chucked off a roof. It's not. Because they're remembering the story. Because in the story they say something.
Well, I think it's unclear how it gets off the roof.
Yeah, no, it's
just a pig
rolling off a roof. But people have retroactively remembered. They say he did it. And there's this whole weird thing in the dub where they're like talking about the pig had a fear of heights. And what it's really, but no, what you actually see is a pig roll off a roof and land on a man and crush him, right?
Yeah.
Which I'm sure I've seen in another film. So they've got that from somewhere. That's not in Mixed Up. But what is?
It is in Mixed Up.
No. What is in?
Yes, it is.
No.
Yes, it is.
No. What is in Mixed Up is looking at the newspaper report of the pig.
No.
And there's a body with a pig. The pig falling off the roof is not in Mixed Up.
Yes, it is.
No.
Yes.
No. Nick.
I'd like to tie break, but actually, it's funny. I think that Clive might be right here.
It's not in Mixed Up.
I was watching it again, and I specifically went to look for the scene where the pig rolls off.
But here's the thing.
Then I couldn't find it in the film. I only saw it, the only place I saw it was in the newspaper.
Yes.
I was like, what?
So how does that work? Why is the but that confounds me. So why is there a picture of that in Mixed Up, but not the footage of the pig falling off the roof? That means, I guess, in Mixed Up, they made a joke about a pig rolling off a roof, which is very fucking weird in the first place. And then Filmark
filmed the scene to match it.
Either filmed a scene of a pig falling off a roof, or found it. I'm guessing they filmed it, and then they put it in another film, because I've seen it in another film as well. But they've gone, this is the fucked up.
So why wouldn't they put it in this film then? Surely it must be in this film.
No, because
this is what
in Mixed Up, what you don't see a pig landing on or rolling off a roof, but you see on a newspaper, you see a picture of a pig on someone, and I guess it's a gag. Maybe if you speak Cantonese, or maybe it's some sort of thing, I don't know. But in Mixed Up, there's a whole thing about, oh, did you see this person died when a pig landed? And Filmark ran with it. They were like, that's So instead of filming shit that has nothing to do with the original film like we normally do, why don't we film something that actually has a loose connection? But what's amazing about that to me is they do that, but they don't think, we should also explain why the ghost, because how easy would it have been to put an insert shot of a hopping vampire, or even RoboCop?
Just pushing a pig off the that would have been easy. No, I know. It's just an unrelated scene.
So this is the genius of Filmark. It's like sometimes it's not that they're not lacking in effort. They went out and they shot a big pig rolling off a roof. But why do that? Anyway.
So here's a question too I have about
Thomas Tann's diaries. Someone needs to unearth Thomas Tann's diaries, and then all will be revealed. Maybe.
Well, in Mixed Up, there's and then obviously in whatever the fuck it's called, Vampire Raiders Ninja Queen. There's a lot made of the number on the boat. And I didn't catch it until because I hadn't watched
1997.
Yeah, right? I hadn't watched a certain ungrateful film at that point. So that was only after I was like, oh shit, that's why 1997 is this source of horror, right?
But that wasn't made a big deal of in
Mixed Up. No, it's
the source in Mixed Up.
I suppose, isn't it?
Right.
Because that's the other thing people forget as well is Hong Kong cinema pre-97 is they can't resist any chance of a mainlander they take anywhere along the way. So they're on the boat, and then To Siu Ming and Yu Tawan turn into nutters basically and try and kill them.
Or zombie.
They're kind of a while. Well, they die, don't they? They die by accident, and then they resurrect and well, no, I don't know. One of them gets electrocuted, and I'm not quite sure what happens to the other one. But the thing as well is it's classic film. Let's keep filming until we run out of film or money or something. So these zombies have been in the water, out the water. They're and then right at the very end, Fatty just pushes them in the water, and then they drive the boat away. End. It's like, that's very uninspired. Because the thing is, they're still alive. So I'd like to think there's a potential sequel,
right?
Like Shockwaves with the underwater Nazis. They just eventually,
or just an just what everyone's been waiting for, which is an extended scene of that Fulci zombie versus shark thing.
Yes.
that was going around the fandom
Yes.
for a long time
And
in
you
the
could even
90s.
bring in the fat zombie from the beginning of Zombie Flesh Eaters. He looks great.
Exactly.
And that's
Yeah.
World War Z, because World War Z as well has all those underwater
Yeah.
book.
There we go.
So we
There
need
we go.
mixed up to
Yeah.
Zombie Boogaloo, I think.
Yeah.
And
Oh yeah. I have to mention the one quote I wrote down from this film, and it's from Vampire Raiders Ninja Queen.
Okay.
And it is
I know exactly what you're gonna say.
Is it from the Bible by any chance?
I won't. Yeah,
it's a Bible quote.
Yes, it is. It's right out of the Bible. No doubt about that. This is. I totally missed this the first 2 times. There's so much craziness in this film. This flew over my head, and this time, and the thing you're about to say, and then I was.
But we should say that so that one of the characters, the one who keeps seeing these vampires and ghosts and shit.
Yeah.
Mom is a Roman Catholic, it seems like, because she's got a rosary.
Yes. There's some Christian.
Chan is going to church,
yeah.
So anyway, Darren, without further ado, please tell us your highly accurate, straight from the Bible quote.
Yeah. So this is a quote from Moses. Bearing in mind that Moses is the one that went up the mountain to talk to God. And when he got there, and this is a direct quote from the film.
I believe it's a direct translation from the original Hebrew.
It is from the Hebrew. Yeah. Yes, it is. Yeah. So we're into. So I reckon 1200 BC to 800 BC. That's the kind of region we're looking at for the origin of this. So from the film, it says, "And God said to Moses, I have some commandments for you. Go get a pen and write them down."
Brilliant. Brilliant.
Yes.
And I Moses, did you bring a pen?
Yeah.
Right, well, go down and get one then. And then come back up when you got one, right?
Oh, sorry, God. Someone told me you would be supplying some stone tablets or something.
No, you need a pen, Moses. Right, just go down. Yeah? Right. Well, I can't help that. It's not my problem, is it? Yeah. No. So why don't you go downstairs now, right, and get yourself pen and paper, and then you can write it down, can you?
The thing with this, right, is so whoever's doing the dubbing for Vilma, right, either way, is a comedy genius or a thicko.
Yeah.
And nowhere in
no
between.
Two ways.
No.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. There's also there's the other line that really stuck out for me is there's a scene where in the dub they go and they're trying to warn the rich guy that there's going to be there's a threat to his life, right? And he's at the poolside and he's having none of it, and he just goes he does this weird little dance and he's like, cut on it, piss on it, shit on it.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Very strange little moment.
That might even be in the original. I don't know if he says something similar. I don't know, but that's from mixed.
He does the little whatever the little dance thing is in the original.
So Vampire Raiders or the Vampire Raiders Ninja Queen takes this footage, and what's clever about what they did here was they decided let us recast To Siu Ming, Yu Te Wan, and Ho Pa Kwang. And now Ho Pa Kwang is not only the supervisor of the telephone switchboard operators, he's now also a Taoist priest.
Yeah.
And one of them, To Siu Ming or the other one, is one of the hopping vampires. Oh no, and the other one is something else. I can't remember. But what else happens in Vampire Raiders Ninja Queen?
Well, there's a finale, isn't there, where the purple ninjas fight the black ninjas.
This is the one with the woman ninja as well, isn't it?
Yeah. Yes. And one of the
for a long time.
Yeah. That's it. And one of their heads come off.
Right.
And then the purple
Yes.
So we basically have a witch from Nepal scenario.
Yes, with a flying head.
Where
And
the fucking
fireworks.
there's a vampire head just flying around attacking people. And purple ninja woman with the sun cream and the bikini shoots flamethrower bolts out of her wrist.
Yes.
And then blows up the head.
That's right.
That's it.
And this action, which is actually, the thing is, it's very threadbare, and they only had enough money to buy things from the Halloween shop down the road.
But it's not bad though. It's not bad.
Considering the materials they had to work with, it's well staged, and it's it's Kongdo. Who did the choreography?
Oh, okay. Yeah. Cool.
Or Chin Kao, I guess you'd call him.
There's a big white Frankenstein
at the start.
Vampire guy as well, whose teeth really don't fit. They keep kind of falling out, or he's just
I think you need to acclimatize to the film arc, to the IFD joke shop fangs in the vampires' mouths.
Well, I think the thing with this as well is with a lot, they went to Filmark went to the trouble of filming the rolling pig and everything, and in the past they've given the ninjas and things very specific, like they're trying to stop the production of a film, or they're drug dealers, or there's CIA agents and ninjas, and but this one is just, as far as I could tell, in the Vampire Raiders Ninja Queen, is just at the very beginning they steal a document from the vampire's coffin. And I think that's it, right? That's the beef for the rest of the film, is just a stolen document. Like, I don't think there's much deeper. They're just... and we don't really know why.
But they are going to take over the hotel industry. That's been established, that the ninjas are planning to take over the hotel industry for...
There's people actively trying not to get the film made.
No, that's the other thing.
No, that's the previous movie. This is
that's the Freddy Krueger.
I suppose what I've done So what I've done here is I've forgotten to include the mixed up bit. Yeah. So yes, if you include what they take from mixed up, then the ninjas are involved with the people who were trying to assassinate the tycoon.
That's right. Yeah.
So I suppose yes. I was forgetting. I totally divorced the. Fucking hell, it's confusing doing these films, I have to say.
I'll tell you, actually, there's the scene that plays out twice in the film that I really like, and I think it's like an effective, even though it's kind of comical, whatever that steep street that she goes back home up, and there's creepy backlit figures that come down. I thought that was great. That was
good.
Well done. And it gave me I was like, I want to be on that hill. I want some people to walk down towards me backlit and say something really creepy. It was one of those moments.
Clive be arranged.
Perfect. No, Clive sometimes talks about wanting to be able to crawl into a specific moment in a film or a specific location.
Oh, that was that.
For some reason, for me, I really liked that little vignette both times it plays out. First with the kind of creepy, almost like Innsmouth looking ladies that kind of walk down and have an interaction with her, and then the creepy kid and the mom. I thought that they were cool scenes.
Yeah, cool.
But once again, a lot of fun to be had here, I think.
Well, how could you not have fun with these films? We knew these films would be fun. The people who are going to watch this first iteration of Halloween are going to know there's a load of fun to be had. So, we knew there was fun.
Yeah, there's much fun to be had. Maybe the most fun we'll be having this year.
Oh, no, there's bound to be something. We'll find something down the road. It'll be all right.
No, don't worry. I'm not, I'm not that worried. I do appreciate you. But don't worry, I'm all right.
Courage, gents.
So here we go then. We shall end it. Well, no, we're not. We will end it, but we will probably.
Yeah, but it's going to be the next batch, isn't it?
See you in a few seconds. Spiritual Princeling, 1988. Taiwan. Right. So to remind myself what happened.
Well, interestingly, but while you're doing that, we have to highlight that the director, Lord Chi, is also the man behind the Crippled Masters.
Oh,
Yes.
that's interesting.
So,
Well, this, getting way ahead of myself. This is in my top 5 of all these vamps we've done so far because I think this is a fucking crazy thing. This film is a mind fuck.
Didn't expect that.
I didn't expect that.
I think I brought this up one week because we were gonna do this like a month ago or whatever, or what, however all this was. I think I've just let the cat out of the bag. But anyway, we're gonna do this recently, and we put it off. And at that point, I said to you that I had already watched it and that I liked it quite a bit. And then revisiting it and my notes, I really like this mess. I think it's a glorious mess.
It is. It's a big fucking mess, though.
It's interesting, and it's also definitely falls into the category of one of. I mean, there's a lot of them across this series of things that need a proper reevaluation in a proper good restored version, I think.
Yeah.
With decent subtitles and stuff. So this one is there's a few things that's interesting about it. So first off, it's the 17th century, right?
When it opens, yep.
Yes.
Yeah.
And there seemed hang on. Oh yeah, okay, we'll get there when we get there then. So I'm assuming, because there's talk of barbarians. So I'm assuming it's the Mongols.
No, Clive, it's the Red Indians because they wear the headdresses.
Yes, that is true. That was one of the.
Well,
they wear the headdresses that you get from the toy shop.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well,
I
think this is how they dress there, because everything about this film is as well, down to the garb that the hoppers wear is different as well.
It's like a light blue.
Yeah. But I think it's supposed to be the Mongols. I know you're not supposed to call them that anymore. Oppressed by the
getting in there early,
right? I think.
Mm-hmm.
I think that is the basic backdrop.
Yeah.
Right.
And then at the same time, well, hang on now. Wait till I finish, just because it's complicated. So I'd quite like to get it out there, and then we can double back. So at the same time, it seems to be maybe some sort of ghost festival or something like that. And there's like a little army of ghosts led by the main ghost and his spinning umbrella.
Mm-hmm.
And they open the gates, I think.
To hell.
Yeah.
And then there's some more ghosts come out.
Mm-hmm.
And also, it means that this tomb full of little hopping vampires comes to life as well, right? There's almost like a side effect.
Mm-hmm.
How am I doing so far?
Yeah, well, we get the backstory of this. So in this film, there are 7 hopping vampires.
Yeah.
Who are the heroes? Who are our heroes?
Yes.
Which is
and they're all
another
called
point of
things like
difference.
4 eyes and lead head.
Yes.
just like Hello Dracula.
Yeah.
Yes.
But I think they're princes who are killed by the usurpers or something.
Yes.
I didn't quite catch that, to be honest.
So are they Mongol princes then?
I don't know.
It's unclear to me. I thought it was just the emperor or whatever, and his kids, and that they all get murdered right near the beginning. I loved their version of teaching, which is like a guy, because at one point they show them in class, and it's just this guy who just looks up and clonks and goes, "Study!" And the kid's like,
right. And there seems to be like a bunch of bad sex pest Taoists who, when they're not doing magical, including Tai Bo, who when they're not doing Taoist stuff, they're basically pestering women and want to be rapists, right?
Yes. This is again, this is in the future because I mean, as I said, it begins like whatever hundreds of years in the past, and then we jump forward, right?
See, I don't think I even caught that they jumped forward in time.
Yeah, no, definitely. The kids are apparently they're in that tomb for like centuries and centuries.
Oh
before
yeah. No, I understood that, but I didn't. Did we see the children before they became vampires then?
Yes, yeah. They are the kids who are in the palace who are studying, and their dad is there.
Okay.
Yeah, that's them.
Yeah. So basically, yeah, the little hoppers kind of become protectors of abused women.
Yes.
Yeah. Which is quite hardcore in itself, actually.
It's
as a subject matter.
Yeah.
Oh, I think my last at the end of this, I think I just said, just said. I mean, overall, so weird and druggy. What a choice! What should be the main plot of our kiddie matinee baby vampire movie? Be rape revenge.
Yeah,
because effectively that's what this is.
And also, lest we forget the Demon King.
Yeah. The huge guy with the red,
in a red wig,
bright wig,
always filmed at low angles, right?
Yeah.
That did a decent job of making a big.
Works for me. I don't mind.
They just know how to do that in Taiwan.
Yeah,
they just know how to use that forced perspective.
Yes.
To make giants.
Yeah.
No, I agree. This was a kind of fascinating and like I said, if you could see it properly, it would be nice because there's all sorts of things going on. There's always shit going on.
Oh yeah.
But I think the thing that struck me more than anything else, see what you thought about this. So, this occurred to me early on, where there's like one of the first kind of assault scenes where one of these sex pest Taoists goes after one of our heroines, and the scene of him kind of attacking her before the hopping vampires turn up, it never gets explicit in terms of like nudity or anything like that, but it goes on and on and on and on.
Yeah,
almost like they wanted to make an exploitation film, but they kept remembering, oh shit, no, it's a kids film.
Yes.
But it's like they're chomping at the bit to make a proper exploitation film. So that kind of mix is really bizarre.
Yeah.
Did you find that?
Yeah. I mean, I've written down here, girl recounts being beaten and raped by Taibo. And then one of the kids is like, what's rape? Asks one of the kid vamps. And the other one goes, I don't know, but it can't be anything good. And that's what this was constantly doing. It's flip-flopping between like subject matter that is really not okay for a kids movie about vampires, and then the kids being kind of
but also before that, so it's not just a rape, right? It's not just Taibo raping this girl, in a fit of passion or whatever. It's he kidnaps her, marries her, puts her on the game in a brothel.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Absolutely. Yes. Which actually, this is the one too where basically
didn't get that in the Goonies, did you?
No. And there's the woman as well as involved in kind of turning her out, right? And she's in one of my favorite scenes where when the vamps kind of go around to like punish the various people, they just stick her in a sack and huck her off what looks like a rampart, and she hits a tree and bounces out of frame. It's amazing.
Some of the kids as well, I think, are from the Child of Peach films, right. I think. And the very, very little... Well, the little girl is from Spirit vs. Zombie as well, right?
Okay, yeah.
And, but no, it is fascinating that, like, kind of more or less a throwaway entry in this genre, which we're watching in... it seemed like it must have been sourced from a VCD, right? And it's not proper widescreen, and you can't read the subtitles sometimes. But I was thinking, oh damn, I really I could watch this again easily
Oh,
in this state as well. But if someone put this out properly, I'm sure it would go up as well.
Oh, yeah.
like
Yeah. The other thing to point out to our listeners and our viewers is when we're introduced to the girl, the rape victim, she's been killed, so she's a ghost.
Oh, yes, yes. In fact,
Yes, so
blood seeps into the ground, which is part of what I think revives
I think that wakes them up. Yeah,
the kid vamps. Yes.
yeah. So the scenes where she's haunting her previous kind of oppressors or rapists is actually quite effective. You know, it's really simple lighting and a nice floaty dress. You know, but
she brings
I'm a
it.
sucker for that.
She brings the intensity.
Yeah.
No, it as I said again, I just wrote that like suddenly the movie goes, "I spit on your grave." If that movie had a collection of children helping Camille Keaton, like it's just
yes.
so.
Yeah,
Also remakers take note.
The other thing that's amazing to me is so the opening credits are basically spoiler scenes from the rest of the film shot in negative, right?
That's
and then
bad. Yeah.
And then they come back to this
the negative.
And then they come back to they come back to the negatives again near the end when there's kind of the big battle. But they play this weird kind of drugged out
music. The music was kind of
hardest noises on people, moaning sounds. It's so weird.
To your point, by the way, Nick, I've got the title for it.
Okay.
Bowery Boys Meet Camille Keaton.
There we go.
Or I spit on your tablet or something. I spit on your talisman, something like that.
Also, kind of bury the lead a little bit, as again, surprising with these things. Fucking Ku Feng is in this film.
Yeah.
And he's the good Taoist, isn't he?
Yeah, he's not got a lot to do, though, to be fair. He has a fight with a big demon.
Yeah.
Which is not bad. But yeah, he's not got a lot to do. Also, rest in peace. Ku Feng.
Oh, yes.
Ku Feng died this month or last month.
Yeah, so, no, it's definitely, I'm starting to think, I mean, I've got enough projects on the go as it is, but I really think, or someone, let's put it that way, I think someone needs to do some sort of proper study of Taiwanese fantasy films of this era, like specifically just what they were doing in Taiwan, because this stuff is just fascinating. And this very much is, I mean, despite what Nick said, I don't think this is necessarily in the top tier of this kind of thing, but
it's a very personal feeling.
Still
that's a very personal list, I think.
Yeah, but it's still like, fucking hell. I mean, considering how throwaway, like I'm trying to think, like, if all those, it's kind of like if all those not very good slasher films of the 80s had upped their game, and you'd have this canon of superior slasher films, or ones that were different and varied.
Yeah. Okay. Right. So I need to bring a counterpoint to this. So on the one hand, this film's very inventive, right? I like the switch that they do where our heroes are the little vamp kids, not alive kids chasing vampires around. I like that. That's good. Not sure it's unique, but it's rare to see, isn't it, in the subgenre? But I personally think that this is, apart from the points of difference, right, that make it interesting, I think this is pretty average in terms of what's in it. It's interesting that they go the extra mile with with the rape revenge stuff. That's interesting. I was entertained throughout, but it's certainly, for me personally, it certainly wouldn't appear anywhere near my list of my fondest memories of watching this. Let
me bridge the gap between you there, then. And I will say I agree with what. So yes, in a way, Darren, you're quite right. It is average, but it seems that average in mid to late 80s Taiwan was quite a high bar then. Let's put it
Yeah.
that way.
No. It's always nice to see a demon with red hair 20 foot tall.
Yes, yeah, he's fantastic.
That's always good.
He's referred to as the Ghost Eating Demon King,
Yeah.
which is a fucking great name for a heavy metal band.
Hell yeah.
Watching this as well, it made me realize as well, regardless of whether it's a Taiwanese kind of wuxia fantasy film or some Japanese OVA, if something has a character called the Demon King in, then I'm usually in
Yes,
all the way, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty
also,
sure. Go ahead. No, I was just gonna say, I'm pretty sure that there's pieces of either the Videodrome score or The Shining, which just adds to the overall weirdness and creepiness.
Okay, that's always handy. Nick's always quite good at the spotting. I never. I only spot that stuff if it's like really obvious. You know?
Right.
Yeah. Demon played by the fight choreographer.
Oh.
Yes.
Wang Lian.
That's right.
Bin.
Don't know much about him.
No, but fights were decent.
Yeah, no.
Again,
maybe not exceptional, but certainly very good. You know.
Well, again, it's Taiwan in the 80s. You expect no less.
Right.
Yeah. I'm wondering if even like their soap operas have like a good fight in it or something.
You never know.
Every few episodes.
Yeah, or a giant ninja.
Just imagine if Coronation Street had, that would be.
I might be in danger of watching it then.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, you're gonna have to watch that long-running 60-year soap opera. Oh no! Tell you what you do is you get Rodney to watch it, and then you edit all the action scenes. All right,
that's
Rodney.
it. That'd be good.
Shout out to Mr. Shapes.
There we are.
Hello, Dracula.
Hello.
And this is a Hello Dracula Pedwar, or for you traditional.
Yeah, no. Okay.
Hello Dracula 4.
Yeah. So why? I haven't worked this out. I tried Googling it, couldn't work it out.
Mm-hmm.
Why, when you try and Google Hello Dracula 4, only get King of the Children?
Well, that's the AKA, isn't it?
Well, it is, it's obviously the same film.
Mm-hmm.
But does it bring into doubt that it was an official or an unofficial production? Because although it's sharing some of the cast, you've not got Shadow in it.
Well, we do. She is this one.
Well, yeah, very briefly.
Yeah,
at the start. Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's clearly it's the further adventures of 1010. So
it's the same character, but I'm just wondering because obviously because there are clones out there. For example, one of the next films we're gonna talk about.
Mm-hmm.
And I just made the same year, and I just wonder if Hello Dracula 4, Hello Dracula 5, and onwards is a little bit artificial, and it's not maybe part of the same film series,
right? Or if it's canon Hello Dracula.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Yeah,
that's it. I mean, because we're into some fairly serious retcons with this one that I have some issues with. Beginning with fucking Grandpa Gold going Grecian 5000 at the beginning.
Well, also, can I just say, I would like to put out an official. We need a synonym because I don't like retcon.
Okay.
What can we say instead of that? Because retcon's a bit too comic book universe-y a word. I'm not blaming you, Nick. Don't get me wrong. But
I didn't coin it, so
what can we say instead of
how about
retcon?
Inside Out Dungaree?
That's a bit too long.
Okay. 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 That was my best shot.
Well, did you mean Inside Out
in
Dungaree?
all honesty. Inside Out Dungaree is what I said.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
What about
in now done in I think we might need to work on this in our spare time. But if anyone
Okay.
else,
I
they're
think
probably
so.
But anyway,
perfectly serviceable. There's probably a proper word out there. And then
Yes.
people even started saying that.
Yeah.
To be honest, I don't even know what retcon is short for. I've never looked this up.
Retroactive continuity.
Okay. So yeah, see, that's horrible.
Yeah. So, but anyway,
Yeah,
but they're dicking around with the established
There we go. Dicking around. Brilliant. Yeah, we found it. Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Yeah. So there's quite serious dicking around with what we have previously established as the backstory to these characters, beginning with the fact that Grandpa Gold shows up with fucking Ronald Reagan black hair and a full set of teeth, like out of what's his face?
He's got like turkey teeth, doesn't he?
Yeah. It's very Tom Cruise all of a sudden, and it really threw me. And they only age him up to his white hair when they age up 1010. But we know for a fact that we've seen 1010 young before, and Grandpa Gold definitely wasn't rocking a full head of black hair and teeth.
Yeah, I love this. This is a sign of someone who grew up as a comic book obsessive, right? Because it's comic book people who know. I noticed none of this. This flew right over.
What are you talking about?
I don't remember what happened in the other films at all. If there's any through line narratively, I don't know what it is. I don't know. Who Voldemort is. I don't care. I saw the films once. That's it.
Yeah, I'm kind of with Clive on this because when you say it, yes, you're right.
Yes,
but I just took it for young Grandpa Gold and 1010, but now they're both older. I just took it on a very surface level.
Right. But anyway,
now they're both older.
Sure.
And also Kung Fu Wonder Child for some reason.
Well, yeah, I mean, this whole idea of aging up 1010 anyway was it's a bad choice.
Well, because I don't think I'm wrong, am I? In saying that for the next film we're back to Shadow.
We're not.
And she's younger.
That's very well. We're back to a younger.
Is it not?
We're back to a younger actor playing the character, but it's not Shadow.
Yeah. And we're getting ahead of ourselves. We'll get to that when we get to that.
Yes. No. Yeah. Fine. Yeah.
But anyway, yes. This one opens up with the younger. Well, it opens up with the backstory of how Shadow is born, which is very fucked up. Or how 1010 is born, right?
That's probably the best bit of the film.
No, the end's good. The end is good.
Yeah. But before,
the start and the end.
Turns out a new bit of lore that they've made up, potentially. Or it's actually in the annals of time. We've never been able to figure this out, right? But yeah, if someone is in, if a pregnant woman is killed
full term
within the last trimester or something, then you can put her in a coffin, and she will, and you have to do some
spells,
business and things.
Yeah,
and then she will give birth to a child with magic powers.
Hang on. So we've seen this before, right? That exact trope, right?
Where?
Dead women. One of the other Hopping Vampire films we've seen.
All right. Okay.
Oh shit! You're right. Yes, not long ago. Yes.
But that time, it was the little vampire that was born.
Yes. Her belly, swelled up and then swelled up, and then the baby vampire jumped out. You're right.
Yeah. Don't ask me to identify which one it was.
Oh yeah, but was that because she was killed in the last trimester, though? Or was it just her giving birth to a Hopping Vampire?
Oh, actually, she may have been impregnated, killed.
Right.
And then,
right.
Yeah. Yeah, you could be right. Yeah. Anyway. Yeah, but I enjoyed that.
We don't want to get our totally made up mythologies mixed up now, lads.
Yes. And then so 1010 is born from a dead mom in a coffin, and 1010's dad is a Pontianak maybe because he has a nail rammed into the top of his head that would be running around demanding people pull out.
Well, you say that though, but then. Of course, in this show, that's how we come to know the Pontianak. But then, there are those black magic films from the 70s with zombies with nails. So it's not an
that's the thing.
Pontianak thing, right?
Oh, I went like that
then. Brilliant. all you learned scholars who've just
I do.
tuned in.
I do like how every one of us just laughed at exactly the same. Incredibly juvenile. I'll tell you the other one I like, right? Unpopular, right? Hasn't been seen for years and years, right? Not just that.
Oh, yes. Yeah.
That one. I like that one. I'm bringing that back.
Actually, if
I think that's
viewers,
wanker versus dickhead.
Younger viewers of the wrong demographic, maybe I've never seen this before, and it's a kind of a cult movie podcasty kind of thing. They probably think we're referencing the film From Beyond or something.
Oh yeah, it could be with a little
little dog dick sticking out of
that's the Nick version.
Yeah. And that's it. and that's what I do when I think of Barbara Crampton in From Beyond.
Yes.
There we go.
Specifically that film.
If Barbara's watching, I do apologize.
Yeah. She died, I believe.
Did she?
What?
I think she's died very recently. Yeah,
it would be very recently if it's true.
Because I know there's films out there.
Yeah,
that she's all over at the moment.
Bedmaster film, wasn't she?
Yeah, and there's a load of other stuff that's been released like recently. I saw one. Yeah. It's like a vampire film she's in.
Yes.
Yeah. Hang on. We need to find out now. On our hopping vampire film, we need to find out if Barbara
Crampton is alive or not. Yes.
She is alive.
Just after you talked about wanking about her as well.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah. I'm an equal opportunities longer.
He forgot the end of the story. It was at her funeral as well, unfortunately. He got chucked out. Jizz on the coffin lid. Get out of here.
No, I do believe I am incorrect.
Oh,
I apologize.
Thank goodness for that.
So
good job,
stay with us. Barbara, you can watch if they get offended.
Yeah, I apologize to Barbara and all her fans.
All right, Babs.
Please, can you wear that leather number again from Beyond?
Yes.
Thank you.
So back to Hello Dracula 4 then.
Moving on.
So around the same time, a group of guys break into Grandpa Gold's place and make off with 6 golden vampires.
I think
they're golden shield vampire.
Yeah, soldiers, aren't they? I believe.
Well, I think it's like an escort company that was made into a vampire.
Not one of their escort companies.
No, not leather Barbara Crampton escorts.
No. Right.
But yeah, they're like elite vampires, aren't they? Because they're super duper warrior vampires.
Well, I think they're they're soldiers of some kind who fell in battle, isn't it? Yeah.
And I have to now, this is a mea culpa for me. I have never seen Shaw and Hammer's, whatever it is, 7 golden vampires.
Oh, really?
Get the fuck on that, Nick. Come on.
So, yeah, I will actually watch it before we do our next one of these shows.
I could have sworn I've had a conversation with you about it.
I talk about a lot of shit that I haven't actually seen or read.
This is true.
You're gonna like that. Peter Cushing wears a pith helmet.
Yes, yeah. No, I've actually read
with a lovely ribbon on the back.
We talked about the comic adaptation of it recently. That's what it is. We read it in that Hammer. Yeah, so I've read
Hammer magazine. Yeah,
but I've never seen the film.
Yeah, and Chan Shan fucks Dracula.
Right.
No, he doesn't.
I've heard you gentlemen talk about it before. That's another thing. I have. Yeah.
That's one of them retcons, I believe.
That's or is that a callback?
It's an inside-out dungaree.
That's what that is, definitely.
It works.
It does.
It really doesn't.
But anyway, so these 6 golden vampires.
I think you'll find it does.
These 6 golden vampires are in no way related to the 7 that Peter Cushing had.
No. That's because there's 6 of them, not 7.
Okay, perfect.
I just realised Inside Out Dungaree as well is because there's that film Inside Out, isn't there?
What?
There's that film
with Kevin Kline. Is that when Kevin Kline gets
No, not In and Out. which is
Inside Out.
back
No,
to
that's
your Barbara
that's like a
Crampton
Disney.
fantasies again.
This is
This
a
is an
Disney film about,
animation,
yes.
like the Numbskulls, where you see.
Oh, I know. I got it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
But I just realised if
what's
there
the
was
one
an
with
inside
what's the one with Kevin Kline in then?
In and Out.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But I just realised. But if you were to do Inside
What happens
Out,
in Inside? What happens in and Out then? I can't
he's
remember.
gay and then he's not, and then he
That's
is.
right. Yeah, he gets possessed. No, isn't there some sort of supernatural thing where he's possessed by something?
I don't think I've ever seen
No?
it.
I think you're thinking of Freaky Friday,
No.
maybe.
Yeah. Or Big, maybe. Yeah, anyway.
Anyway, In and Out. I was just thinking In and Out, brackets, Dungaree's version. It would be just like that in not In and Out.
Inside Out.
Inside Out. It would be Inside Out, except like rather than voiced characters being Rage and I'm your happy, it would just be Inside Out. Dungaree's version would just be a bunch of animated characters going, which would be a much more offensive and less popular animated children's film.
Yes.
That I apologise. It was my fault for making a Dungaree comment, bringing Dungarees into this.
Yes.
Kevin
So
Kline
about what did I
Kevin Kline married Phoebe Cates.
Oh, did he? I didn't know that.
Oh. Wow.
Now I've got your attention.
I can't think of Phoebe Cates. I can't think of Phoebe Cates not being with Zach. What's his name? Zach Galligan.
Oh yes.
From Gremlins.
Really, that's not what comes to my mind first. Definitely Judge Reinhold having a hand shandy with himself is.
Why he was thirsty?
No. Shandy is quite refreshing.
It is, and you have to use your hand.
Yeah, you just.
Yeah.
Unless
you're a Dungaree.
Just like that.
You spin it. Anyway,
back to, so yeah, we're not getting done by whatever time Clive wanted us to be done by, as I thought there's no fucking way.
Yeah, sorry, yeah. Come on now, get on.
We're still in the first film.
We haven't even gotten past the part where they age 10 up. So we're in the first 10 minutes of the first film.
So they age 10 up.
They do, yes.
They turn into a wonder child.
Before that, very important. The little vampire comes and makes friends.
Yes, and it is the same actor
for about a minute.
Yeah.
Is it
for about a minute? The little vampire's there.
There's a few of these films now that we've seen in quick succession, and I have to say they're quite. To begin with, post Mr. Vampire 2 and Hilda, there was an element of trying to introduce the little cute Kionsey character, like there were at least like some context, like he'd be running after or hopping after his dad who was one or something like that. But after a while, it seems like the film starts and about 5 minutes in, a little Kionsey runs in, and that's it. And there's no context for where these little fucking Kionseys come from at all, is there? They just.
I'm gonna kind of disagree with you on that, because I think that Hello Dracula is the series of films that nails the little vampire.
No, but where does this little Kionsey come from? Like,
oh no, this one is fucking nonsense. It just turns out.
Yes, I'm saying.
This one is fucking nonsense.
But it's the same actor who's been playing this character all along. Same little guy. So I don't know if we're supposed to just assume, but then again, thanks to what are we calling it now? Oh, dicking around. Thanks to dicking around, we do have a bunch of actors who we've seen before playing maybe different characters.
It's Inside Out Dungarees.
That's.
Do you think if you go somewhere into the Taiwanese provinces, there's a man like now? Well, actually, he wouldn't be that old. He'd probably be about our age.
Yep.
And he's still playing the little vampire on stage.
Well, I looked up
in the pantomime.
I looked up Shadow, and I think Shadow's the same age as Clive, I believe.
Yes, yeah.
78.
I considered Clive
not 78 years old.
I mean, I know he's lived a hard life, but Jesus. No, yeah, because she's on Facebook. I did briefly consider at one
Is
point,
she?
but oh yeah, yeah. Yeah, you can find her no problem.
You should make
I
friends
did.
with her unless that puts you on some kind of weird register that
It
yeah.
might. I
Well,
mean, she's
presumably
for
she's a
me.
grown-up now.
No,
She is
no,
a
but
grown
still, I
woman.
would imagine may
Her fan
attract
base is
yeah.
probably as sketchy as hell. Yes.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I could ask her to come on when we do the last one of her films.
Yeah, do that, please.
Okay.
Because I saw her last credit. I was looking her up a couple of days ago. Her last credit is a Japanese film called One Missed Call 2, I believe.
Yes.
She's
which
in
I
that.
thought was interesting.
Yes,
Right.
yes, she is.
Yeah, I'm not familiar with the series, but
sure, fuck it. Why not? Nothing ventured, nothing gained. I will reach out to 1010 and see.
yeah.
So I'll send her the links to this.
Ask her if she wants to come on and talk about In and Out with Kevin Kline, which is our next film, I believe we're covering.
Yes.
Yeah. And if she wears a pair of dungarees, we'll send her a pair of my pants.
All right.
Right.
Okay.
I can already see this is getting off to a bad start, the relationship. Because I've just been befriended by these. I got a pair of pants in the another one. I just throw it on and behind her there's a huge pile of stinky pants that weird blokes have sent her over the years.
Yeah.
So,
anyway, on with the plot.
So yeah,
Nick.
so at this point we jump forward in time, and this is where we introduce the street kids that we've seen in every movie up until now, played by the same actors, but now they're with, well, what you call them, Dean Sheck looking motherfucker.
Chu Liang, who's apparently a pretty
Yeah.
well-known comedian.
Yes.
And known for his off-color humor, and then later got into trouble with gambling debts or something, and then re-emerged in some films in the 2000s.
Yeah, and that's it. I read that. I read that little Wikipedia thing you kindly sent me, and it's like, yeah, he just got in a load of financial shit with, you know, between the lines.
That's very presumptuous of you, Darren, that I kindly sent it. I was boiling.
Oh, you maliciously sent it.
when I sent the link. Yeah.
It was a malicious link.
Yeah.
I see. Do I need to contact
that? You have to read that.
But he just fucked off and vanished, didn't he? He just went under the radar and ended up sweeping up a temple for a living in mainland China, didn't he?
Yeah, I think he owed money, didn't he? So
Yeah. So anyway,
yeah, he's an interesting guy. I mean, on my notes, because I didn't make the Sheck thing, so my notes just call him Fagin DD Ramon. And like, so he
yes,
he has this jib that he does that sounds like, I don't know what the fuck, like Andrew Dice Clay or something like this, like thing that he does all the time. That's very weird, and doesn't seem Chinese or Taiwanese or anything. It seems very
do that again, Nick.
American. Sorry,
do that again.
No.
Oh, go on. Our fans want a ringtone.
But yeah, you know what? He does this jib over and over again in the film. That's very
and
weird.
How might that go, Nick?
Fuck off.
So I think. Sorry.
Yeah. Go.
Yeah. So I think the root of this film's failings is him.
Yes.
Because they've turned a perfectly serviceable. No, they've turned a perfectly serviceable hopping vampire film with fucking laser beams and vampires and violence, right, and good stunts. We'll get to that in a bit. Into a vehicle for this fucking pound shop D-check fucking
I have to disagree ever so slightly. He's worth it. He's worth the screen time, if just for there's one really it had me laughing. There's a bit later on when Chintu's grandpa decides to basically shenanigans happen, so him and 1010 end up because that Fagin DD has he basically gets the Kionsis to make cash for him, right, by scaring the fake kids.
Yeah. He had his
hopping
street kid
vampires
virgin
to scare
pretend to be
people to make
vampires.
money, blah blah. And then eventually they take him down. He fucks off. He comes back later pretending to be a Taoist priest. But that means that all these kids are left without a guardian, right? So then Chintu very benevolently decide and grown up 1010 decides to
Adopt them, basically.
yeah, to adopt them. And they all have a
No, hang on. He buys them.
Well, that's
Right.
true. That's true. But they all have a moment where they're like, "Oh, my parents left me when I was 5. Oh, my parents." And
Yes.
then JYANGSHI enters and thinks he'll have a go at this, and he says, and I wrote it down: "My grandpa was killed by a mosquito nest. My grandma was trampled by a duck, and my parents were bitten to death by bees." I thought that was quite funny.
That was quite good,
Yeah.
to be
Yes.
fair.
But that's his only moment that is, yeah. Because he's an odd character, because in that moment as well, because he's a dick throughout the rest of the film. And at that moment, he is allowed a moment where he's actually sad to see the kids go and all that.
Yeah.
But that did make me laugh. We should also talk about grown-up 1010 Lin Xiao Lu of Kung Fu Wonder Child of Peach, and Heroic Fight. Because she very much looks the same as she did in Kung Fu Wonder Child in the film, doesn't she? And boy, oh boy, Lin Xiao Lu, I think must be a poster child for if you want to feel really weirdly conflicted about your sexuality. I think Lin Xiao Lu in these films is like, oh, so she's a girl, but no, she's actually kind of grown up, but actually she's a little boy, or like it's a very confusing.
And this is the other thing, and this is where I'm also conflicted. Is I don't like her as girl.
No, I know what you mean. I know what you mean. Yeah,
I find her more sexually attractive with sideburns.
Yes, awesome.
It's definitely a head-turning. Before I know
it's a weird,
what you mean.
She doesn't, because she doesn't quite work in that role.
No, if she came out fully girly girl, you wouldn't necessarily be as interested, right? But there's something with there's something with that asexuality, which is incredibly sexual.
Yeah.
And you do wonder I do wonder about these things, how much of that is projection, pervy projection, but also how much of it is kind of built into the character and the appeal of the film. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, she's a great performer, right? Absolutely great, faultless. Martial arts. She's fucking. She's clearly very well trained, and she knows exactly what to do.
To see her in anything.
Absolutely, she's.
Have you?
Absolutely.
Sorry, have you seen a Heroic Fight? You have, haven't you?
Yes.
Yeah,
very good.
Yeah, so that's
really good. Yeah. It's Heroic Fight, Child of Peach. Yeah, I always associated her with Kung Fu Wonder Child.
Yeah, same here.
That's kind of my favorite of the the batch. But there's something. There's a kind of a miscasting going on, and I think that's probably because of how weirdly feminized and sexualized Shadow, the same character, is in the previous films, which is not in any way alluring to any of us at all. No, or appropriate, or none of that. But it seems she just seems strangely she just seems strangely kind of miscast there. In that you would
so much of I think the I don't want to use the word the appeal of the earlier films, but like so much of what's baked into them is this little girl in terror, right? There's this element. I mean, yes, she fights tough, but there's like long sections of the first two movies where it's just her screaming in abject fear.
But it's also
Shang-Chi or you know.
Yeah, but it's also the kids are trying to become her boyfriend in every film.
Yeah,
thus far.
for sure.
Therefore, she's, not sexualized necessarily, but she's kind of very kind of girlfriendized or feminized,
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. I mean, rightly or wrongly, whether it's intentional or not, Lin Xiaolu does come across as androgynous. So,
yeah,
and I think that's beyond the other male roles she's played. It's just I think she comes across as androgynous.
Here's the thing as well that what was blindingly obvious things, but hadn't been remarked upon before, as far as I'm aware. So there's a bit where someone figures out, oh, hang on, these little kids pretending to be vampires aren't real vampires. And someone goes, why are they in broad daylight? And then I was thinking, oh, yes, actually, come to think of it, I was looking back, yes, obviously in the other films, usually when the real hopping vampires are out, it's always at night. But it's never, I don't remember in any film it being spelled out as part of the law, like, Western vampires can't come out in the daylight or whatever. And it's not that so much, but I don't recall anyone ever saying they only come out at night. It's kind of taken as a given.
Yes.
I think it's twofold. So I think it's a full moon thing. So I think generally Jiangshi go bad in the full moon. That seems to be a trope of a lot of the films anyway.
Yeah.
But also I think it's that whole sort of history of the actual real history of where Jiangshi come from, which is they would transport the corpses
transported at night. Yeah. No. I get that. I think well, what I mean is it's interesting that no one, I don't think we've had a film yet where a Van Helsing surrogate explains the rules and says,
no.
I don't remember anyone expressly saying see hopping
but
vampires.
we have seen baby vampires hurt by sunlight for sure.
Yeah, because they're like covered up. There's one film where they're in like a fucking basket or something, isn't there?
Yeah, and there's one where there's sunglasses and his eyes get burned by the sun. Like we've definitely seen several films.
Yeah, but that's most likely a Western import.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Yeah. But it was just interesting it just made me think, oh yeah, and then I was just it was the first time it had made crystal clear that.
Darren, you said something earlier that I just wanted to come back to because I did say the kids are doing some wild looking stunts unless there are some very small stunt people in Taiwan.
There's some fucking crazy stunts in this. There's not a lot of it.
Yeah.
But what there is fucking dangerous.
Yes.
Yeah, we'll get to this in 3D Army as well, I think, when we talk about doing dangerous shit. Yeah.
Yeah.
No. So yeah.
This one seemed the most dangerous though, I have to say.
Yeah, so it has to be said, for whatever and Shadow Liu does turn up very briefly before she grows up to be Lin Xiaolu. This one for me seemed extremely tired, and they tried swapping out the for Lin Xiaolu, and I guess they were going for maybe some of that Kung Fu Wonder Child stuff, but doesn't really work. And like so many of these films, though, when it gets into the final reel, you're like, oh, I'm glad I watched this now.
Yeah, because
not as much as I think this tenfold when we get to 3D Army, I have to admit. But all the other formulaic stuff is really starting to grate and wear out its welcome by this point, right? But the one thing that doesn't is when they do batshit crazy wire work and action, especially when you have little kids doing things like going, fucking hell. You do wonder if their parents are on set or not, right? Or
I did also kind of like, it's like becomes the hidden for a little bit there when finally the nail does get pulled out of 1010's dad's head, and then suddenly he's able to body hop, and there's all these scenes of him like have his soul jumping into other bodies, and he's kind of possessing people, and that stuff was all fun.
I found that a bit tedious, I've got to say. I like that because he has this really gruesome death as well. We're spoiling this film.
Yeah.
Warning.
Mhm.
But he has this really gruesome death, doesn't he? Because he's possessed and he's got this nail in the head keeping the demon in, right? He has a kind of the demon gets out of him because he's removed because Grandpa Gold has removed the nail, right? And then the demon goes to stab Grandpa Gold with the nail that he took out of Shadow's dad's head, and he like jumps in front of the nail,
right?
But it's not his body; it's his head, and the fucking spike comes out of his gob.
Yes,
it goes in the back of his head and comes out of his gob. And I thought, oh, that's a bit strong, isn't it?
Yeah. But they never. That's what's so weird about all of those films is that they have these moments of like proper horror alongside this.
Yeah.
And yeah.
Also worth mentioning the cast, playing the big king vampire with the Viking helmet.
Okay, Viking helmet, yes.
This is a Chang Long Sheng, who's kind of interesting. So, I believe he's the star of the Taiwanese Fist of the North Star ripoff, Super Pay 2 Fist.
That makes sense because actually, in my notes, there's a guy who shows up when Didi Ramon is selling Viagra, right? Because that's how he's introduced at the beginning. He's basically selling like power pills or whatever, sex magic stuff. And then this huge guy shows up who looks like he walked right out of Fist of the North Star and then starts punching him in the stomach.
So see, he's in that, and he's also plays the Major Domo-like character in the Taiwanese live-action Dragon Ball ripoff.
Okay. Yeah.
Which was directed by Ulysses Aoi Youngjun, who's one of the co-directors of this, right? Along with
Yeah.
Ulysses is an interesting one as well because I don't know if he's come up before. He's directed some of these other films we've talked about, but I'm quite interested in Ulysses because he's got quite an interesting. I'd like to see more of his films because he starts off. He co-directs Police Force with Chan Che at Shaw early on, and then he makes a whole bunch of like quite interesting little films like Secret of the Shaolin Poles.
Yeah.
Like he does some of these quirky independent kung fu films. He's always, when you see his name on something, it's
yes, quality. Well, not quality, but it's interesting.
Yeah. We've got 1 minute.
I'll tell you the other thing that maybe will set us up in a minute. Literally a minute. It wasn't Ulysses, but it's Chen Chun Yang.
Yeah, it's the co-director.
Yeah. Whenever I was looking this up, I kept coming across Alibaba.
Yes, which also stars that big guy, Chang Long Sheng.
Yeah.
As a character called Tinkerbell.
Yeah, I want to see Alibaba.
I want to see Alibaba. The three-dimensional army, or 3D army, if you will.
3D army?
Yes. There's a lot of that in this. There's a lot of fast policemen.
Yes.
Now, before we get onto the 3D army, though,
should one of us do that with our knob?
Feel free. Hopefully, before we get Shadow Liu on as a guest.
That's how we get demonetized from YouTube. We better not, because of all the money we're raking.
I realized you said demonetized there. I thought you were saying demonetized. That's how.
oh well, well, as you know, the penis is a conduit for Satan. So.
And a condiment, if you use it right.
Well, it is. Yeah. It's that's Satan's garden path.
Spice up that hot dog. Anyway, before we get into 3D Army, we'll mention something that might turn up in a mop-up show, because I thought this was going to solve a bit of a mystery for me. Many years ago, I remember picking up a VHS here of something in Japanese called Kyonshi Army. And I could never figure out what, there was no information about it in English at all. And for some reason over the years, I got into my head, oh, this is what that was. But then when I watched this, I realized it's not at all. So I've gone and I've tracked down this Kyonshi Army, unfortunately without subtitles or anything. There's very little information about it in English at all. So we'll chuck it in the mop-up show and we'll see if we can figure out whatever the fuck it is. I think it's a TV or direct-to-video production or something.
Okay.
Anyway, what it isn't is the 3D Army, which is pretty much Hello Dracula 5, really, isn't it? Unless, I don't know, because we have a date of release. Yeah, we have a date of release, which is like, doesn't mean when it was made necessarily, but it's March of 89. So then if Hello Dracula 4 came out prior, it would have had to squeak in the earlier months of 89. So I don't know. It's either Hello Dracula 5 or Hello Dracula 3.5.
This is the point. This is the point it's getting nebulous, isn't it? This is the point that Hello Dracula just kind of turns into a fucking dandelion and just spreads its seeds everywhere. And
In the Japanese release chronology, I noticed it's now Shin, whatever they call the Hello Dracula series, or New. So it is like 1, 2, 3, 4, and then New.
But is that because it's not Shadow? Because this is not Shadow. It's not Shadow Luke playing the part, and I did realize that I was wrong when I claimed that she was being credited. She's not credited.
No,
if you actually go to IMDb, it's a different actor.
That's why I was slightly surprised at your outrage. You were like, "I'm not buying Shadow Luke's in this," and then Nick's no one's saying that. I thought you were just.
I'll tell you what it is. I think the root of that is, if you look. If I remember correctly, I may be wrong, but I'm fairly sure I'm right. If you look this film up on HKMDB and you go to images, you see an incorrect image of Shadow Liu from a different film.
Oh, okay.
Well, not anymore. They've tidied that up now.
Okay.
Yeah. But you might be right.
Yeah. Anyway, but she's a looker for Shadow Liu as well. She does look similar.
She looks, but it's not her.
Do you think Shadow Liu had aged out? So
but she comes back though.
The fan demographic was
maybe
like that old maid Shadow Liu. We need to get someone else in.
But she does. I think she does come back for one final kick at the.
She's a teenager in one of them, isn't she? She's a teenager. There is
going to be one more, like 2 or whatever.
But I don't think it's Hopping Vampire one, so we probably won't get to it yet. Isn't she in like the 12 Fairies or something like that?
No. It's Hello Dracula.
Yeah, she's
Hello Dracula
in one last film.
Because I know her and Lin Xiaolu both team up for 12 Fairies.
Right, but
unless it's an AKA, but I want to say it's Hello Dracula 6.
Yeah, I think there is.
Well, I was wondering about this because I've got Hello Dracula 6 written down, and then I went looking around. I can't find a Hello Dracula 6. As far as I can tell, this is the end of the series, right?
No, I don't think you're right at all there. No.
Well, I'm going to do this in real time now. I'm going to look up. This is the
blistering
podcasting. Shadow Liu. No, hang on, So what there is there's another thing which is Hello Dracula 5, isn't it?
That's it.
And she plays 1010 brackets Candy.
That's it.
And Chintu is back in that. I'm not sure if I managed to find.
Oh no, we may not find it, but it's there. It's the filmography. They're playing the same characters, with the same actors, and it's also got Lucifer Lee as choreographer, which is always good.
Yes. So if we can find it, we'll have a look at that. But
So
that makes
William Yen is in it as well.
Huh?
William Yen is in it as well.
So this is in all but name is Hello Dracula 5, except there was a Hello Dracula 5. So this is a 4.5, I guess.
Yeah.
It's the 3D Army.
Mm.
Is
3D
what it
army,
is.
yes.
Damn you. So yes.
Yeah, this one opens weirdly with like what seems to be like a children's sports day of like, and it's like Grandpa Gold has his kids and they're competing in this event, and then there's another.
There's a rival Taoist
No.
group.
Nick, that's the traditional unicycle battle.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, that goes back centuries.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I thought it was just like in Japan they have those sports days where like, you have the red team versus the yellow team and stuff. It just looked looked like that to me.
No, I mean it's like that. I mean, you get that's kind of a trope, isn't it? I think it's like a martial arts school thing, isn't it? I think it's like a lion dance thing, isn't it? So in various films. It
did throw me back to school sports day as well, and it reminded me of two particular things that you only do when you're a child and you never do anymore. The one thing is during sports day, let's say, for instance, Darren is the favourite to win.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone does, come on, Darren, come on, Darren, come on, Darren. That's a very school sport. I'm assuming that happened in all our...
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
They did that in Ireland, right?
Oh, yes. Yeah.
Except come on was spelled XFPO.
Yes.
Or something.
Yeah.
And then the other thing I noticed I've never done since I was a child was when some other, actually Darren, I can imagine Darren might still do it. If someone does something naughty, you go,
Oh yeah. Well, see, yeah, I remember having this conversation with you 25 years ago.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And you used to say and we used to say oh. So that was the regional difference.
Regional difference.
Yes.
I see.
Yeah.
Of course, I did go to that Hindu school.
So does this mean
Shaolin Temple, surely,
So then, does this mean that you do then still regularly participate in egg and spoon races then? Because that's something I definitely haven't done since child sports day.
Oh, I'm a member of the local egg and spoon club.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll tell you the other thing about sports day that you don't see anywhere outside of school sports day.
Yeah.
Those little miniature bean bags.
Yes.
Yeah.
They must have gone out to. They'd go.
So like a tiny little bit, like a bag, like the size. No, they're like the size of a bag of crisps, aren't they?
Yeah.
And to be honest, I don't even remember what you do with them. You're meant to pick them up and put them somewhere else.
You chuck them in a bowl.
I can't remember that.
You chuck them in a bowl. Yeah.
No, I don't think we had a bowl. I think it might have been like an outline that was drawn on the field.
Yeah, or sometimes
we came from a well-heeled school. We had a bowl.
Yes. Or you'd have a wooden board with holes cut in it, like glory holes, and you're supposed to get the beanbags through.
Oh no, we were too poor for glory holes in our school.
You had glory holes.
we had to make do with glory dents.
Glory holes. Oh, that reminds me. Nick did say yes. In his school, the variation was they played the egg and felch spoon race.
That's the one. Yeah.
To be fair, it makes it easier to stay on the spoon.
With a little human glue in there, yeah. So
anyway, we put the egg and felch spoon race in our rear view and carry on with.
Maybe go back to 3D Army.
Yeah. The thing is with the felch spoon though is you've got to be careful because it's got a shelf life, isn't it? So it'll encrust.
Yeah, well.
Right.
Exactly, and then you'll never get the egg on
the term the felch spoon as though this is just something that everyone has. It's in the cutlery drawer next to your various other implements. The
felch knife.
Next to that whisk with the handle.
Yes.
Well, so you have to be. There's a lot of foresight involved as well, right? Because depending on, you don't want to be having a Felch teaspoon when a tablespoon was required, because then
Well, I mean, playing sick, if you want to be sick, it's a dessert spoon, surely,
or a
the
Felch
medium.
ladle, even.
Well,
If you feel there's going to be a lot of Felch.
Oh, sweet Jesus. So yeah, I definitely should reach out to Shadow and ask her to come
Yeah,
along.
yeah,
yeah. And then we can explain to her what a Felch ladle is.
She knows.
Like a culture.
She knows.
Anyway, so yeah, what's nice about this is obviously after you have your school sports day, what happens next is one team gets really angry and accuses the other team of cheating, and they go off into the forest to have a scrap, right? Which obviously includes fart jokes and that Asian children thing, and also adult thing of threatening to stick your fingers or actually sticking your fingers up another man's bumhole.
Jaw!
Yes.
Yeah.
Which I didn't realize is also apparently a big thing in Korea too. It's not just because I lived in Japan, that's the first place I ever saw full-grown adult men on the train sticking their fingers up each other's buttholes as a source of comedy.
Yeah, this is new to me.
Oh, okay. Sorry, this is very much a thing.
We don't. Well, I know it from Asian cinema, right? So right. I am aware of this practice, but not necessarily. I don't know. I don't know its prevalence in everyday life. So I know it as a cinematic trope.
Yeah. To be fair, Nick may have slightly overstated the case there. He made it sound as if you can't step on a train without people jamming their fingers up your butthole. It's not quite that.
In the 10 years I lived there, I did see it at least 4 or 5 different times.
Yeah, but you joined that club, didn't you?
I did. That's true. And in fact, that's with adults, and I saw it with kids far more because I taught kids, so they're always
Nick joined the shooting club. Did you like to go shooting, Nick?
Well, yes, obviously. But anyway, a friend of mine who worked and lived in Korea for some years said it was very much a going concern there. So,
is your friend as prone to hyperbole as you are? Because I'm wondering what he said. Oh, they're in the middle of the streets there.
Yep. Anyhow,
yes. Coming out soon. You have the rough guide, well, Nick's guide, where you just mix things up.
It's just a brown guide to Japan, isn't it?
Yeah. Things that it is quite common for a salaryman to whip out a Felch spoon on a crowded train.
I put an egg on it.
This is an ancient tradition.
The egg will be ready peeled. Carrying on.
Oh, and then we get the usual fart joke in this part as well, where somebody. Oh yeah, it's actually when he's going to stick his fingers in his bum. The other guy said farts, and then it's like, oh, that stinks, and he says, well, what do you expect? I live on a diet of leeks and potatoes. So I assume that kid's Welsh.
That's just racist.
That's not on, Nick.
Oh, all right,
cross the line now.
Okay. I take it back.
That somehow was even worse.
So yes, and so they also rescue a fox from a cage.
They do.
She turns out to be a little fox princess girl.
Sorry. Question.
Yeah.
Sorry. Yes, very relevant to foxes. In at least Japan, and I know Japan is obviously not Hong Kong or Taiwan or China.
You've been studying.
I have, yeah.
But they are all in the southern hemisphere. That's
it's all southern,
just off the coast of Australia.
Hemisphere, yeah. So
our Felch,
that was like a grey fox. So that fox was kind of grey coloured.
Ah,
Are the majority of foxes you might see maybe in Japan grey coloured, or are they red coloured like they are over here?
well, I tend to think of them as red.
Yeah, I think
Well, that's what they are over here, but
Yeah.
we
yeah.
have both.
Well, because
We
there's
have
art,
both
isn't there?
here.
There's artwork. There's
In Canada, we have both. So there are like, in fact, this Prince Edward Island has mostly red foxes, but we also do have some black foxes and some gray ones as well. So
okay. Yeah, no, good to know.
Welcome to
It was
Fox
just
Update.
interesting. Yeah, that's that's the Fox bulletin
Yes,
for May. Oh no, actually, it's not May, is it? It's October. Sorry,
that's right. Yeah.
yes.
and it's not even May. It's March. So sorry.
There
So
you go.
all you Fox enthusiasts, now you've had your fill. You can Fox right off.
Oh!
And we rock on, Tommy, and we can carry on talking about 3D Army, which we were doing once a long time ago.
Yes.
Yeah.
We got the same kids back again. At least two of them, Blackie and Dragonfly, are back again.
Yeah, it's just those two
Yeah.
and the new 1010 now, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
And then there's this other bunch, and the leader of the bad bunch of kids fancies 1010, the new 1010.
Yeah. But they eventually become friends, and it's all over.
And Pang San returns as the fat cop.
Yes.
And he's the assistant director this time as well.
Oh.
Oh, by the way, speaking of cast members, according to the Hong Kong Movie Database, Jack Long is in this film. Didn't see him at all.
He's the vampire.
Oh,
and that is Jack Long.
Not the main big bad vampire, though, right?
Yeah.
That's Huang Chung-yu.
No, that's Jack Long.
No, that's definitely Huang Chung-yu, because that's what he does in all these films, is he's the big mean vampire.
Bear with me.
Right.
Well, it's on HKMDB as Jack Long, and I haven't seen him anywhere else.
Yeah.
No, but that's the only place I could place him.
But no. But did you, when you saw the vampire, did you go, "Oh, that's Jack Long"?
Yeah, more or less. Because he kind of mutates as the film goes on, doesn't he? So when you see him early on, it does look like Jack Long.
I'm gonna have to have a look at this again, because I could have sworn that was Huang Chung-yu, because that's what he does in all of these films. So I was
No. I agree with you, but I am of a mind that that's weird. He's not actually in the. It's not actually in his filmography, but he's listed on the HKMDB. Anyway, it might be an offline thing. I'm of the opinion that Jack Long is the main
You're
vampire,
saying he's the big bad vampire, the one who escapes, the one who's stolen or whatever,
and can also turn himself invisible, which is, I think, a key plot point. Is that he was also like, before he was a vampire, he was a sorcerer, and he has the ability to be invisible.
Yeah.
It's difficult to tell because he's got the makeup on. He looks a little bit.
Yeah, I think it could be. So if you go on HKMDB, right, and you put images in, and you look at the image of the vampire, and you think Jack Long, even though it does actually say it's Jack Long on the text, then you can see it. That's what I was working from. Anyway.
So who does Huang Chung-yu play then?
Yeah, I don't know.
Maybe
that's Anne. That's the magician.
That is the
bad.
That's the kid's dad.
He's the rival to Grandpa.
Yeah, but he's the kid's dad. Yeah, he's the kid's dad.
Yes, you're quite right. Yes. Oh, so therefore, in this film, he got to do something a bit different, and Jack Long was the vampire.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah. Which is kind of inexplicable, really, isn't it? Because I don't understand. how, because Taiwan particularly is such a in this kind of era, it's such a kind of melting pot of talent where you have major fucking mega stars of the 70s and early 80s doing bit parts in makeup or in masks or whatever, like when we discussed with Toby Liu Feng's in Ninja Final Duel just behind the mask. Well, Jack Long is essentially behind the mask in this, and Jack Long in the same era is Lam Ching-ying of Taiwan, isn't he?
Even more than that as well. I mean, we've spoken of this, Darren, over the years, how much it's fascinating how ahead of the game in terms of like Taiwan was doing wuxia a lot more, a lot more elaborate than Hong Kong was, years before, and obviously we've come from an appreciation of Taiwanese, but especially going through this series, because there's been quite a lot of Taiwanese product. I'm really starting to, because I think the general consensus is to mash the two together, Hong Kong stroke Taiwanese cinema, right? Because there's so much crossover and talent and stuff. But I'm really starting to, Taiwan's really starting to emerge as just its own.
No, this is, and especially in this series, you can, for example, the other podcast that I do, Khafuz, you can kind of spot the Taiwan film a mile away.
Yeah, absolutely.
But with this, it's heightened, just because of the fantasy elements, and because they've just been doing wire work so much longer than Hong Kong for some reason, or better, and it's just got its own unique flavor, isn't it?
Worth thinking of just starting to think in that way. Think of it as its own thing as opposed to like a. It's difficult to do because there is so much crossover and talent, and sometimes you can't identify if something is a co-production, if it's Taiwan or Hong Kong. Whatever. But it's definitely, I think it's maybe worth start thinking of Taiwan just as its own cinema as opposed to a kind of appendage of.
Exactly. No, we should think about it maybe, although they're far more similar. We should think of them as different as Hong Kong and Malaysia, right? As we do in our other thing. It's a different territory. It's a different landscape. It's a different, somewhat different culture.
Right.
Yeah.
So anyway.
Back to the film for a second. There's
Must we?
Yeah. Well, there's two things I also want to bring up. One is that who's playing the hunchbacked?
That's Sun Jung-chi.
Sun Jung-chi, yeah.
Okay, because he's pretty awesome.
Yeah, he's pretty cool.
Yeah.
And then
don't know much about him.
The last third of the film, or almost half film, all takes place inside one of those
dolls'
houses. Yeah.
Sorry, in 3D.
Yeah.
And all in very much in 3D.
Yeah, so there we go. So this is the point, I think, even more so than previous Hello Dracula 4, is here we go, fat cop, blah blah blah, except now he points at the screen every now and again, and there's a few, and so that's very tired kind of. I can't imagine this was an amazing 3D experience. And you're watching this film and you think, law of diminishing returns, this series is really starting to grate by now, right?
Oh no.
And then finally, sudden third, they enter a fucking spirit house, populated by quite creepy body popping mannequins and lion dancers and another assorted weirdness. And the last, I don't know if it was quite 20 minutes easy, maybe
25 minutes.
The final is just it's just balls to the wall, kids and teenagers doing ridiculously acrobatic wire work, people flying about, and you sit back and you're like, here we go. Not just in comparison with the rest of the film, like just any, just top-notch fucking fantasy action.
Yeah.
It reminded me actually a lot of the of the finales of all those Child of Peach films, except there's like
Yes.
monsters.
Yeah.
And it's just, oh, I'm so glad I watched this now just for this, because that's
Well, and actually
fucking
going back to and going back and Kung Fu Wonder Child, which is kind of a Child of Peach film as well.
Yeah.
It's not, but it's in that mix, right?
Right. Peach adjacent.
But yeah, it's just fucking Taiwan madness.
Yeah.
For the last half hour, or 20 minutes or whatever. It's got actually, I would argue, right, of all the films, right, including last year's 2024, I would argue up to this point that we're reviewing this has the most downbeat ending of any film.
And it's funny because it does bring us back as the first couple of especially the second one, right, where Melonhead gets blown up. Like they have this weird ending that's quite sad, but yeah, this one, so yeah, spoilers, but yeah, like both the little girl Fox Spirit character and Baby Kyonchi, who we've been following since movie 1, kill themselves in order to defeat the bad guy, and then 10-10 sobs, and that's the end. You're like,
that's it. I mean, the end is just children crying, isn't it?
Yes.
The last scene of the freeze frame is just kids just.
Yeah.
But that's the thing, isn't it? It's a weird thing, but it's true that you can't you can't fully enjoy the creaminess of that initial slurp of Felch without the last bitter dregs, because that's what keeps you in there for the next spoonful, isn't it? You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
A beautiful analogy, I think.
The briny saltiness of it all,
That's right. Yes, that's the phrase I was looking for. Thank you. Grimy saltiness.
Briny, I think he said.
Briny, but grimy works as well.
Yeah.
So yes. So with that, have we Felch ladled
on that bombshell?
Yes.
Well, no, I think it is worth reiterating though that if you're thinking of skipping this one, and I can see why you might, and especially you might even turn it off halfway through. No, you need to stick around, because that last movement really is quite extraordinary. And if you're a fan of, martial arts fantasy stuff, and props to credited choreographer Philip So Yun Fung, who's someone I'm not familiar with. So also one of these confusing executive director credits again on this one. So director Chen Chun Liang, co-director of Child of Peach, actually, oddly enough. But then executive directors Chow Yin Man, who previously had done Hello Dracula 3.
Okay.
Chow Yin Man of Hello Dracula 3 fame, also an AD on a couple of John Woo films. Run, Tiger, Run, and Time You Need a Friend. So basically, those John Woo films that no one's ever watched.
No one cares about.
And I think that's about it, is it? For
I think that wraps it up.
Yeah.
No
one's got a spoon of it.
Go and see. I got a hole punch.
There we go. Yes, the Felch hole punch.
Hang on, it's better that way, isn't it? Oh, look at that.
It's like Pac-Man or something is invaded. Vampire, or One Eyebrow Priest, which I think corresponds more accurately to the original title. Also, rather confusingly, New Mr. Vampire 2.
Yeah.
Which the funny vampire was also New Mr. Vampire 2.
Yes.
So, so Lam Ching Ying obviously originated the character. He's in the first 3. He's not in Mr. Vampire 4. Comes back for this one, but this isn't officially because then he does Magic Cop after this, and then Mr. Vampire 1992, which is the official part 5, right?
Yeah,
So this is just Lam Ching-ying doing this character, which he did, of course, many other times.
But it's everyone else doing the same character as well, isn't it? So Chin Soo Ho's in it, and Billy Lau's in it, and
great!
There's a lot of.
I'm so pleased, Billy Lau. I was watching this. I realized I figured out what Billy Lau is. Billy Lau is Anthony Wong without any of the good bits.
No, he's not.
Well, he's not even that. But if you did stick a needle in Anthony Wong and sucked out all the stuff you like about Anthony Wong, you'd be left with Billy Lau.
No, he's
There's only one way to find out.
He's as if Eric Sang assaulted Anthony Wong without his permission and somehow impregnated him, and then they had a baby. In
that case, would Anthony Wong have to die in the last trimester and give birth inside?
Yes, he would. Yes, he would.
Well, that's
why Billy Lau's got powers that he threatens film directors with to be in film.
Right. Okay, this is making sense. I think we've uncovered it. Anyway, Lam Ching-ying also got a shot at directing this as well, right? One of 2 films. He also directed that Green Hornet film, didn't he?
That's right. Yeah.
The one with Seth Rogen?
No, not the one with Seth Rogen. No.
Okay.
No. Who the fuck thought Seth Rogen would make a good Green Hornet?
Seth Rogen, I'm guessing.
Yeah. And it's in that era of what's his face? Deadpool being Green Lantern as well, isn't it?
Yes. Yeah, whatever.
Weirdly enough, I remember seeing Green Lantern. It might have been on a plane. And I don't like Ryan Reynolds at the best of times. And everyone shits on that film. I have to I thought it was all right.
Okay.
I don't think
I'm not watching it again because I didn't like it.
And I haven't seen it, so
it wasn't great or anything, but it might also have to do with I don't quite get, like, for instance, I keep being told that Spider-Man 2 is the fucking gold standard amazing superhero film of all time. And I don't
Spider-Man 2.
Yeah, and I don't quite understand.
This is the Sam Raimi and Alfred Molina one.
Alfred Molina's Doctor.
No, I think Yeah, but I think the first one's actually better. If you're gonna judge them,
I don't know about that. But my point is, it's just it didn't. I just remember seeing it and thinking, "Oh, it's fine," and then I was surprised when apparently it is now considered like the superhero film, isn't it?
Yeah.
Don't.
Well, I mean the real gold standard for superhero film is Ang Lee's The Hulk.
See, I like Ang Lee's Hulk. It's good.
I mean, I like the fact that Nick Nolte's in it, chewing up the scenery. I like the Nick Nolte bits.
Everyone.
And I actually like, and I really like Eric Bana as an actor.
Yeah.
And he's never actually had a fucking role that's done him justice, because he was a really good really good Hector in what's it called, the Iliad one.
Okay.
Brad Pitt. Troy.
But that was rubbish.
Yes, a terrible film. It was a really bad film. But he was a really good Hector in it.
Although I've heard the director's cut is slightly more interesting. But it's, a bazillion hours long.
He
was the lead in Chopper, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
I remember liking Chopper.
I haven't seen Chopper.
Me neither. I think since
it first came out.
Yeah.
Nick, you love a good chopper. Everyone knows that.
What can I say?
What can I
So
say? It was
about
there
this-
lying on the ground waiting to be picked up. It wasn't even low-hanging fruit. It was already there. Anyway, vampire.
Yeah,
Yes.
yes. Ford versus Ferrari. So a lot of people seem to think that this is a real missed opportunity. Like a lot of the reviews I read were like very, very down on the film and kind of felt like it's a great premise, you know, like the Western vampire versus the Chinese vampire, and this film fumbles it basically, or doesn't really do much with it.
Incorrect.
Okay, perfect. So yeah,
incorrect.
I don't have a strong opinion one way or the other, but Darren, feel free to
It's
explain why that's
better
not the
than
case.
some of the other official Mr. Vampire sequels, sure.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
sure,
yeah, agreed.
But then again,
Yeah,
it's not as
that's-
good as some of the the Ultimate Vampire, for example. I remember being a very fun one. It's not that good either. Yeah, but no, it's not awful.
No, I mean it's not. No, it's not a brilliant film.
No,
but it's just one of those films that's got a budget, it's got talent. It's the same as it's got more in that respect. It's got more in common with the rest of the series in that it's got money behind it, it's got stars behind it, it's got talent behind it, and it kind of almost can't go wrong because of that.
Nick mentioned before as well. He brought up Legend of the Seven Golden Vampires, and this kind of reminded me of that a little bit because it's got the similar kind of East and West mashup. It just reminded me that this is still a film that needs to be made properly, right? Someone still needs to do a proper Western and hopping vampires film.
I haven't seen Exorcist Master, which I guess comes out a few years after this, but supposedly some people say that that's a better treatment of the same.
Well, hang on. We've got this coming though, haven't we?
I guess so. Yeah, I guess we must be watching.
No,
I'm not sure if we do have Exorcist Master coming because I don't know if it's a hopping vampire one.
Oh.
No. What's the other one? The dude out of Edge of Hell. What's that one?
The dude out of Edge of Hell.
Yeah.
John Michael Thor.
The director.
John Michael Thor.
The
That's it.
Yeah, no, we'll be doing the jitters, but I don't remember it being great, I have to admit.
No, I've never seen it, but I am excited.
Right. Oh, no, I'm looking forward to revisiting it, actually. But yeah, no, because that's the thing, some of these Lam Ching Ying ones as well, we won't be visiting because oddly enough, they don't have hopping vampires in. Like, they'll have ghosts and ghoulies, but they don't have hopping vampires.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm not sure.
Well,
I don't think
and neither does this.
Yeah, but it was fun. I remember Exorcist Master being
okay.
Yeah, basically, you should watch anything with Lam Ching Ying being a priest, right?
Yeah. Yeah. It's mandatory. It's I enjoyed this one thoroughly. I must say.
See, that's how you do it. That's how you do it, Nick. Is you reorder the wording. You can get away with saying it.
Ah, okay.
You reorder the words. You reorder the words and insert a comma.
Yes, I enjoyed the dramatic pause was effective.
Thoroughly.
Yeah. The enjoyment was of a thorough description this time.
It was. Yeah.
So again, slightly confusing. As if you're trying continuity, which is not a good idea with these things. So the time period is when exactly? Because there's some nuns, right?
Yeah.
Led by
so it's got to be it's got late 1800s, early 1900s,
something like that. But then other things would say later, like early 20th century, right?
Yeah.
You got some nuns building a church.
Yeah.
And again, we see Lam Ching Ying. Oddly enough, we haven't seen him that much in this mode, the one I wrote since the original. But we forget that he is also this. He's a feng shui consultant, isn't he?
Yes.
So in this one, and then a beautiful place they're in, actually, wherever they shot this, with that river and the dragon pearl pool and all of that. And they dig up, what turns out to be a Western style vampire, as played by Frank Juhasz, who's in some IFT films.
Yeah. Frank is doing a very good, almost Klaus
Yes,
Yes,
I was thinking
you're right.
Klaus
Impression.
Kinski in
Yeah,
Vampire
Klaus
in
Kinski.
I
Venice,
was
something like that.
this. Yeah. Not Nosferatu, but yeah, you're right.
Yep.
Vampire in Venice. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And then fucking Billy Lau is there,
Yep.
which I believe is his full name,
Yep.
Yeah.
with his cousin, who he seems to be trying to
Mhm.
sleep with, right? And
Yes.
played by Sam, who gets turned into a vampire. There's a whole bunch of bats.
Yeah. This is. I was thinking this is not a film where they could have ever made the claim no bats were harmed in the making of this film. I feel like a fuck ton of bats were harmed in the making of that film.
There's some
literally
definitely
fucking them
some
around and
bat
then bouncing off the
cruelty.
ground.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah.
So, but it's largely incomprehensible. Like, it doesn't really bring together any of it. It doesn't matter because every now and again there's a cool bit. There's like a rope bridge fight sequence thing, which is nicely done.
Yeah.
The last 10 minutes are good. There's some animated effects. This is always nice to have. So it's not the best of its type. It's not the worst of its type. Sometimes it's a bit, I've seen this before, fucking Billy Lau. But then something quite cool happens. Last 10 minutes is good. There's quicksand and there's some last minute toads, which are quite wonderful.
Yes, they are.
Toads which have the
Glowing
ideograms for worship or pray on their
is that what it
chest.
is?
Yeah.
That's what they, when they stand up like that.
Yeah, that was.
Those are
I
awesome
didn't get
toads.
that. I did not get that reference, but I enjoyed it.
Right. Well, neither do I either. And I was like, is that worship or prayer? I looked it up. Oh yeah, worship or pray. Still don't get it. But at least I can confirm that is what is written on their chests.
So one of the best vampire films ever made is Dracula, Prince of Darkness, right?
Right.
So Christopher Lee, I think it's the second Dracula film that he made.
Don't count brides, yeah.
Yeah. So Hazel Court, right? What's his face? Not Michael Ripper. Who am I thinking of? The dude that plays the priest. Anyway, the Van Helsing surrogate. Hazel Court, vampire, badass monk, extra blood in vampire. Renfield character, updated to be a scary motherfucking psychopath. Only let down. It's the perfect Dracula film, right? And the perfect Hammer film. If only they didn't kill him by putting him in a river with a gun, right? I don't like that. I've never liked that. It's my least favorite Dracula death. However, killing a Western vampire with fucking quicksand, now you're talking.
Right. Plus,
now you're talking.
Plus, a couple of toads jumping out.
Yeah, just toads.
Yeah, those toads.
But there's lots of cool.
They made me smile.
Yeah, but there's lots of cool stuff in this because, like, after that rope bridge fight that Lam Ching Ying has with our Frankie, he's seen just flying like fucking Superman over the landscape with a bunch of fucking bats, and there's like I say, it's like they had exactly the right talent to make this film.
And like
they had exactly the right talent not to go wrong.
This is why it reiterated for me watching this, and even though it doesn't all work and it's not great, but there is something about this mix, and it made me think of Legend of Sangolin, and we talked about this, Legend of Sangolin Vampires also isn't a great film, but it's one of those films that you keep going back to because you hope it's better than it is. So there's something about this premise. There's something about mixing the Western style vampire Hammer with the Asian and hopping vampire thing, and it's still waiting for the perfect film to blend them, I think.
This is the film, and this I think is what we're waiting for, right? This is might be a niche theory, and I might be the only one who actually it's going to make sense to. However, one of my favorite other vampire films is Fearless Vampire Killers.
Yeah.
Dance of the
And there
Vampires,
was me thinking
right?
you were going to say Dracula Dead and Loving It with Leslie Nielsen.
Oh, I forgot about that
It's
one.
a close
Yeah.
second.
It is. It's actually Al Adams' Dracula versus Frankenstein, but that's by the by. But what the point I'm making is, when was Famous Vampire Killers made? 67, something like that, 68. There's a one-liner in that it's kind of famous for, which is and it's a little bit kind of anti-Semitic if Roman Polanski being a Jew is, don't know. But anyway, it's the stereotype Jewish landlord climbs in through the window for the sexy girl, and she holds up a crucifix, and he giggles and says, "Ha ha ha ha! You've got the wrong vampire," because he's Jewish and not Christian. And this seems to be kind of probably the best iteration of that gag. In certainly Hong Kong cinema, and I think that's what we're getting at, isn't it? That's what Seven Golden Vampires is getting at, and that's what this is getting at, is haha, the Taoists are powerless against the Western vampire, and kind of vice versa. As I'm sure we'll see in this film I haven't seen, by Edge of Hell dude.
The Jitters.
The Jitter.
Yes.
Yeah.
No, we'll get to that quite soon, actually. Because it's 88 or 89, if I remember. No, but again, So clearly, there's something about this concept, isn't there, which is ripe for being done.
I would have liked. I mean, I'd like to see a full-grown adult Jiangshi Qianxi fight with because one of the like in this film we're back again with child vampire who's got very, very raccoony eyes, more than ever I've seen before. You got these
We forgot to mention this was a baby Qianxi, again entirely arbitrary, other than they were popular at the box office, right?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, they because in Japan apparently they just fucking throw money at you if you've got a kid vampire in it, right? Am I right?
Yes.
Yeah, that's how I afforded my house.
That's just the.
Yes, the trains are full of adult men jamming their fingers in each other's
and baby vampires.
Baby vampires popping.
It's a
money
weird place, I tell you.
But I would like to see. I'd like to see that. I'd like to see a proper, full-grown, scary, like out of like the end of the first and second Hello Dracula films, like that kind of terrifying, full-on, full energy Jiangshi going at it with a Klaus Kinski clone Western vampire or a Christopher Lee clone. I think.
Yeah.
That could be pretty awesome.
Yeah. No, you're right though. I think you're both right. No one's ever nailed that.
We're still waiting the definitive one, aren't we? I think is.
Yeah.